Hi. So, we are playing some more Vampire Therapist. I think I got the title right on the stream this time. I think. Yeah. Who else needs therapy? Because I certainly do right now. I don't know about you guys, but I kind of really appreciated sort of the insight that this game gave. Like, I haven't been in therapy in a little bit, like probably a year now. And it's really, even if the system is free in Canada, it's not perfect. And it is hard to get any sort of mental health. I mean, you need to have money is the thing. But any sort of tools, anything that's available online, video games like this, apps, that sort of thing, books, that you can read books on therapy too, and watch a lot of YouTube videos. Those can help too. I think those are really good when you don't have access to something more formal. And I have to say, like, of all the things that we learned last Saturday, not today, but last Saturday, we learned about the Nosferatu thinking, which is like seeing things in black and white, in absolutes, in everything's going perfect or everything's going wrong. There is no in between. And that is something I've been struggling with a lot in my life and this week. So I'm kind of looking forward to playing this vampire game because it's helping me put words to some things that I'm going through. And I hope it does the same for you guys too. And also there's like this cute little, cast of characters in this game that kind of makes it really cool. Except the last lady. The last lady was very creepy. The old lady that was just so depressed about everything in life, she kind of made me more sad. But we'll see about the other characters. We'll see who else we are going to meet. And I'm not sure how this game works. Like, do we have any sort of romance options or anything? They did push us very hard towards the couple romance that was happening at the start. I would have been really, really happy to be able to say no to that. I hope they don't push anything further like that, because I would have really appreciated being able to say no to that one, or like make a choice or whatever. But it's funny because this game is about being a vampire, and not so much dealing about being the vampire itself, drinking blood, or being a horror creature, but it's about being human. And that reminds me a lot of that book that I got published, which is a character who used to be dealing with anorexia, dealing with some need to control his needs, control his hunger, even as a human. So when he turns vampire, he kind of continues that pattern without knowing that as a vampire, it is more dangerous, not towards him. As a human, anorexia is dangerous towards yourself because you are putting your life in danger. You are ruining your health. And I'm speaking from experience. I'm not talking out of my butt. But as a vampire, anorexia, or the need to control what you consume, it is dangerous to others too. It's not just yourself. So that's kind of what I wrote about in my first book. And without the title, you're never going to find it anyway. So this is not something that's going to help anybody find who I am as a person. But yeah. So I'm really interested in the human side of vampires for sure. And it's interesting because in media, we don't see a lot of that. We see the vampire as the monster. But what I liked the most about like Anne Rice's stories was the vampire as a human, as just a very long-lived human with slightly, different needs, certainly, because as vampires, she makes them mostly asexual to some degree. And they're all kind of in love with the human. They are the absolute Renaissance people who are just obsessed with humanity. And I think it was a very cool way of making vampires for the first time, something other than just horror. But I mean, she made them the main characters. Before her, it was mostly vampires as the adversary, the enemy of the main character, the symbol of of danger from the outside world, especially in Dracula. It was the danger of Eastern European people coming to change civilization and society in England. But there's always this idea of the outsider. The vampire will always kind of work as a symbol of that. But I think it's interesting to see the vampire also as a sort of a facet of humanity, a hunger that needs to be filled. And I say this as a person who does feel that, a sort of void to be filled. And now I'm getting very, very candid here. But yeah, there are some people who have greater hungers than others for friendships and companionship and understanding. And it is very difficult to marry those needs with reality, with what we can actually do in the society we live in. And we live in a society that feels very free. We have a choice to do whatever job we want, to make friends and do the activities that we want. But truly, there's always choice. And the choices are very limited to where you are, to how much money you have, to who you know. And in the end, there is not as much freedom as I wish we had. And now I'm going super philosophical right now. And I think we should just start this game. So we're playing Vampire Therapist. And last game, what happened was that we met with someone, a pen pal of ours in Germany, who is sort of being a therapist to vampires, helping vampires be better, help, them process their issues so that they are better members of vampire society, so that they are happier. It's not just helping them so that others don't suffer from their issues, but helping them not suffer themselves from their own issues. And so the first one that we met was a man who has a bit of a Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde sort of situation, where he feels like he is better when he takes a certain medication, a certain drug, but that drug turns off his ability to think, turns off his prefrontal cortex. It sort of makes him unconscious too, but it mostly makes him a baser human. It makes him a more primal version of himself. It is still him. It is him with the ability to be critical and to use his judgment turned off. So that's the Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde sort of complex, where whenever he takes that drug, which gives him the ability to sleep without sleeping, to rest without going unconscious, but he loses control during that time, which is so fucking interesting. This whole idea of dichotomy of being awake and being asleep. This is exactly what we do as humans. When we fall asleep, we lose control. We don't control our dreams for the most part. Some people do, but most people don't. And those dreams sometimes make us do or go through things that we don't want to in our waking hours, and makes us experience things that we are sometimes not ready for or do not want, or on the contrary, that we want so much and we don't allow ourselves to experience. So that character is going to be very interesting to help, because I don't know what we're going to do. Are we going to help him wean himself off the drug because he feels like he is addicted to this drug? I don't know. Maybe he needs to marry those two parts of him. And once those two parts of him are married and he allows himself to be the primal human that he is, while at the same time being the thinking human that he is, maybe he won't need the drug anymore. That is an interesting one. The second person vampire that we started helping is a woman who feels like life is pointless. That because she feels a failure on her part to encourage thoughtful, godly art and like divine art from humans, because we have resorted nowadays in the modern day to thoughtless entertainment, like they refer to a Star Wars movie in the game, that because we have this need for turning our brains off and just enjoying a piece of art for what it is without thinking, without any sort of second, meaning or search for meaning in life, she thinks that art in our modern day has failed and it is now worthless. And so her desire to be a patron of the arts and to encourage art has failed. And she feels life is not worth living anymore. And that's interesting from someone like a lady from literally from the Renaissance period. Like, she's lived so long and she still reaches that point where she thinks life isn't worth living. And I think that that's very sad. Like, I wish I could live forever, to be a witness to society forever. I don't want to be an active part of society forever. If I was like in the game, there's a game called Vampire the Masquerade. It used to be by, I think it's White Wolf company, but I think it's owned by somebody else now. They're making a sequel to the first video game, but I was mostly playing the TTRPG game. In that game, I would always prefer to play a Nosferatu character. The Nosferatu character are the ones who cannot interact at all with humans. If they interact with humans, they break what is called the masquerade. So they are always kind of on the edges of civilization. They are watching what is going on. They are interacting with the world while wearing a sort of mask, and in the modern world, a sort of virtual mask. So they use the internet to interact with the world. They use pseudonyms and fake, distant identities so that they never interact with the world. And I kind of like these the most. They're my favorite vampires. So she wanted to be at the center of it all, and maybe she shouldn't. I don't know. Maybe she should see worth in Star Wars, because I mean, seriously, Star Wars is also a question of humans' place in the universe. Not on the same level as some other art, certainly, but it is about, that fight between good and evil, what it is to follow your own morals, try to be the one who, especially with the Jedi in particular, try to bring peace without bringing more violence. But when you're facing violence, you kind of have to use violence. Otherwise, your attempt to bring peace is going to fail. It's a very interesting thing. Like, there's a lot of philosophical elements to Star Wars, especially in the video games, because I was playing Knights of the Old Republic quite a lot as a teenager, and it brought me some very interesting conclusions about life, about like Knights of the Old Republic 2, I believe, with Aten Rand. There's a point that near the end where there's a big philosophical debate about apathy, about the rejection of making a decision. And by rejecting making a decision, you are, in its essence, choosing to be dead. Because only the dead have no impact on the world and can have no impact on the world. They are dead. They cannot act. So by choosing not to act, you choose death. And I thought that was obviously a very black and white and a very Sith way of looking at things, a very absolute way of looking at things. But I really always kind of liked it. It's funny because it also coincided with some philosophy class that I had at the time, where the teacher was talking about that choice and apathy and responsibility. Anyway, that was a very big introduction to the Vampire Therapist. We're going in probably for our third patient now. So I'm going to move you to this game mode, and I'm going to give you the sound. Also, I did buy the expansion that is called Couple Therapy. So, welcome to the Vampire Therapist. We're going to be playing this little game here where we're a therapist for vampires. I also bought this DLC for the couples therapy. I don't know how that works. Do I have to click this? I don't know. I also don't know what these three things are still. Do I click them? I don't know what happened. So we're actually just going to continue from where we were last time. which was this discussion with Crimson, I believe. Dang, I think that's enough abuse for one night. I could use a drink and a quiet night.
Hey, cowboy. Why the long face?
I used to say the same thing to my
God, the music is so loud I can barely hear them.
Your daughter.
My horse, actually.
Princess is the horse.
The joke, but I still like telling it to her.
You didn't answer my question, Gunslinger. What's got you down?
The music needs to go really lower. It's annoying me.
Oh, I just finished up with my second client. She gave me a tongue lashing to remember her by. You ever talk to someone who's so educated and refined that they make you feel like a space alien?
God damn. No, I've never felt like a space alien. I think people who are so educated and refined are the space aliens, but whatever.
Only everyone I ever met in law school. At least until I learned to speak their language.
You're a lawyer?
You're a lawyer? Yeah, what the hell?
Was, and no, I wasn't the blood-sucking kind before you start with the vampire jokes. Just a wide-eyed DC do-gooder. But I get what you're talking about. People can use language like a membership card. You don't speak the lingo, you don't get in.
Well, that's just what I mean. I just ain't sure I've got the lingo for a 500-year-old high society Renaissance woman.
Well, how do you think your session went? Think she heard you?
Yeah, I think she may have still heard something from that meeting. Sure.
Well, she did say that I'd given her some stuff to think about. And to tell the truth, she seemed kind of embarrassed about that.
Ha.
So what? If she heard you, I'd take the W, cowboy.
It's longer to say the W than to say the win. W is 2 syllables. The win is 1 syllable. I do not understand this new modern slang speech. You know? Why make it longer than it would be otherwise? I don't get it. It's just my brain. My millennial brain is just, yeah.
What, the wagon?
Ha!
The win, Gramps. Maybe she isn't gonna relate to you, but that doesn't mean she can't hear you.
Oh, you're probably right. I guess I'll take the W. And while you're at it, I'll take some B2. That's blood, see?
The B for blood? Okay.
What are you in the mood for? Men? Women? Something a little more off the beaten path?
What's something a little off the beaten path? What?
I think I'll have some takeaway tonight. What have you got?
Here, try this. Should put some color in those cheeks.
Oh, we're just gonna get a bottle? We don't really get a choice.
Nah, healthy blood never hurt anyone. I've been hanging around vampires for 20 years, and they aren't so scary. What, that old pointy-eared teddy bear? He's a total sweetheart, unless someone gets aggressive or touchy with the customers.
I'm really getting pissed off with the music right now. Ah, thank you. It's still so loud, what the fuck? I'll put it all the way there. I think that's better.
What does he do then?
I like that we have like subtitles for what they say, but it does feel like I have like a hearing thing where I need to like hear clearly to appreciate something. So I have a hard time when there's like a lot of music. That's probably why I don't spend a lot of time in bars and that sort of thing. I don't like when the music's so loud you can't hear people.
They get a stern warning.
And if they don't listen?
Why, then he eats them.
Maybe he is a teddy bear. I met Teddy Roosevelt back in the night, and I'm pretty sure he would have done the same thing.
Teddy Roosevelt? What?
Speaking of which, I got to
That's
thirst
a
something fierce.
Victorian era, I
I
think,
my
right?
coffin for a little rest. But you have a good night, Crimson.
You too, Sam. Don't let the Draculas bite.
The
Time to
Draculas?
crack open a warm one.
Well, that is a very nice little coffin. I would like to have a coffin like this. Put a TV in my coffin when you bury me, you know, kind of thing. So I can watch Twitch forever while I'm in my little last bed.
That's the good stuff. Now, maybe I can find a quote from one of my favorite books that'll help give me a little inspiration. Or I could watch the Three Stooges hit each other a whole bunch.
The Three Stooges? No
or
thanks.
I could just go to sleep. What's it gonna be, Sammy boy?
I do actually have a choice this time? Wow. Read some Toro, actually. Yeah, let's do it.
My profession is to be always on the alert, to find God in nature, to know his lurking places. I always like that quote. I ain't a God-fearing kind, but it's true. There's a natural beauty behind the man-made world if you know where to look.
Whew, I'm not sure about that. I'm not sure I see natural beauty in the man-made world. Unless it is trying to marry the nature with whatever is man-made. But most of the time it doesn't, especially in like big buildings, downtown areas and stuff. It's so very far from nature.
Isabella D'Este's all culture and breeding, but underneath, she's got her vulnerable and beautiful humanity too. I just gotta remember that.
Can we read her little thing now? Yeah, we read that. And I want my last entry in the journal. Okay, that's still the first clients. That's still not what I want to read.
All right, that's enough for one night. Time for some rest. I hope my next client will be a little easier.
Yeah, I hope so. It would be nice to have someone a little calmer. But I guess people who need help are not going to be the calm kind or the collected kind. Okay, so we now have made our journal.
Samuel, good evening.
Yeah.
I'm glad to see you looking so fresh and well slept.
Shut up in the back, thank you. Had a doozy of a client tonight by the name of Isabella D'Este. So that's last session, the last patient we had. Holy hell, that is one strong lady. I was shaking in my boots half the time talking to her. I read up on her on Wikipedia and was glad I hadn't done that before our session. I would have been even more scared. I was surprised we could even have a conversation. She was the Pope Leo X's sister-in-law. That's powerful. I don't understand why being a sister of a pope, a sister-in-law of a pope, is a big thing. How the heck do you deal with family like that? That's a good, sure, I guess that means family is kind of ambitious, certainly. I've had a nice week otherwise, been exploring the graveyards here in Leipzig. They're real fancy here. Guess it ain't no surprise this place has so many goths. I want to go there now. So, yes. Well slept.
Something tells me I'm in for it tonight.
Oh no.
The truth is seldom unseen by you, my friend.
Yeah, I have sharp eyes. No, he has sharp eyes. I don't.
Tonight, you face perhaps one of the most difficult challenges a therapist can face. The fact that you may not be able to help everyone.
Oh, I've reached that without being a therapist. I've reached that conclusion before. There are some people you meet in life and you just know they have to come to their own conclusions and their own, decisions about things, and there is no way to help them towards those things. They just have to do it, and maybe they will never do it. Maybe they will die having never challenged themselves to be a better person. That is probably the thing I find this saddest about people, is that some people are not ready to face their shit and change and improve. And even with myself, I'm always afraid that I will challenge myself and improve too late only and have missed a lot of good opportunities in life. I hope nobody goes through that. Nobody fail to improve. But there's no way to know.
In truth, I have failed to help clients with this particular disposition many times.
A disposition, okay?
Hey, I'm new at this. You're nigh on 3,000 years old. If you can't help them, how can I?
I mean, sometimes a different approach helps,
It is not guaranteed that we can help every client. To think we are powerless to help any is a cognitive distortion itself. I believe you know it.
God damn, it's very difficult to be a therapist. I don't get it. To think we are powerless to help. But what if it's realistic to see that we are powerless to help? We should not give up, but we should, face reality at some point. It would feel like a, disillusionment at some point. Like, we can't just continue on believing in the illusion of ability. I don't know how to explain it. I need more coffee. Oh, okay. I'm supposed to give which is the powerless. Feeling powerless. I don't remember. Shit, what was it? control fallacy. We feel like we are not in control.
Yeah, all right. Control fallacy. I know.
Do I
can
even
help some
have
folks.
control fallacy? I wonder. I guess I probably do. Everybody has like some levels of all of this. I think a healthy person has gone through all of this at some point and is actively working on the things that are the most debilitating for them, hopefully.
That's right. Here, take a look at this case file.
Yay, case file.
Theater feller, huh? I've known
Edmund.
They can be a little self-absorbed.
We're in Germany and all of our clients have been British, Italian. None of them have been German. Edmund Kean, 237 years old, was a highly influential Shakespearean stage actor. Oh, that might be why the name rings a bell to some extent. During the Georgian period, he is credited with more personal interpretations of character as opposed to pantomime performances. He lived a tumultuous life on stage, dealing with alcoholism, sex scandals, and entitled behavior. So he's a little entitled. Oh, narcissists. Narcissists are probably the ones that therapists can help the least because they believe they're above being helped. Making them realize that they are not has got to be the most difficult thing ever. He wishes to return to the stage, but expresses great anger at critics who might review him poorly. So yeah, he doesn't like being, criticized because he believes he is above criticism. He demands respect as the greatest actor the world has ever seen. He has an inflated sense of self. Narcissist. Okay. Well, we got our first narcissist now. That's interesting.
He's looking for therapy because people don't like him, it says?
He is one of the most revered actors in all of history.
So he might have a few cognitive distortions.
Yeah, probably.
A few. He may not recognize them, Samuel, but all you can do is present reality to him.
Present reality? Is that what a therapist does?
He comes. Remember, I will give you whatever advice I can. Good luck, my friend.
I hope I'm up to this.
I hope I am too. Goodbye, Mr. Bat.
What is this vampire I see before me?
A cowboy vampire is what you see.
I'm Sam Walls. I'm your new therapist.
Your dress, your bearing, your hat. You also are forgotten by time.
Not really. Cowboys are still pretty popular nowadays.
Oh, how fortuitous. A kindred spirit, perhaps. A therapist should know pain, I say. Most excellent.
If a therapist should know pain, I should be a therapist.
Tarnation. Can't get a break with this here hat of mine.
Yeah, people really like your hat, dude. It's a thing. It's a statement. You have to accept it.
No, it's perfect. Do not change a single thing. It gives me faith.
He doesn't look like he's suffering all that much.
Faith, my dear vampire, that you can help me.
I'm gonna do everything I can. I promise you that, amigo.
Amigo.
Do not do so lightly. Darkness dwells within my damned soul. You journey into my pain at your peril, and I cannot be your Virgil.
I'll be your Virgil. How about that? That's the point of a therapist. I'm supposed to lead you into your darkness, not you.
You're who now?
You don't even know Virgil, you dude. What?
Here because
You don't know Virgil? Even I know Virgil. I think most people know Virgil. Mortals don't appreciate anyway. You wouldn't say that here because mortals don't appreciate you.
mortals don't appreciate you, you said.
Indeed, and I fear they cannot. They must die to appreciate life. As mortals, they cannot ask the immortal questions.
I think he's right on that though. Unless his immortal questions are very strange.
What is life for us who do not live? Why are we here? Why do we continue?
Ooh.
What do we do when death has no meaning?
Oh, he's very philosophical about it all. I think he's not as much of a narcissist as I thought he would be.
And what a piece of work is Vampire. How noble in stature, how infinite in life.
That is very Anne Rice of him. He should just read Anne Rice. I'll let him indulge.
Form and moving, how express and admirable. In action, how like a demon.
Okay.
In apprehension, how like a bat. Ah, the beauty of the night.
Is he rhyming too? I'll let him talk.
And yet,
He needs to get it
we
out of his
are but the
system.
quintessence of dust.
Oh, quintessence of dust. Okay. Overindulged the actor. At this point, I should cut him off, I guess.
All right, that's enough of that. Before we answer the question of why we're all here, why are you here? Well, that is, what exactly drove you to me, partner?
Oh, that. Well, a pustule of a theater historian I recently seduced and killed sprang the seeds of doubt in mine corpus.
And his body? Corpus? Or is that something else? I
He
don't
was
know.
writing a biography of the great Edmund Kean, and I thought mayhap that I would favor him with a secret or two. He said my acting style would now be considered archaic.
Yes, that it would be. That's just how it is. The times change.
Though I drank him to the last,
Huh?
I fear his cruel barb was sharper than my fangs.
And he killed the guy for being a critic? God damn.
This embossed carbuncle of corrupted blood caused me to doubt myself.
An embossed carbuncle of corrupted blood. That is beautiful. Whoever's the writer in this game is pretty good.
Are all men such fools?
Yeah.
Will I ever find my audience again? Or did they die long, long ago?
They did. They died. But you should just evolve with the times, my dude.
Help me purge these mortal concerns from my mind, dear man.
I could try.
We're always gonna have doubts, compadre. That's normal. But I think I can help you see things a little differently. So, he said your acting's out of date. Why don't you just tell me why it bothered you so much?
Because it's simply not possible. Acting became a noble craft entirely because of me. In truth, I am perfect.
I am perfect. Would that be labeling? Calling himself perfect? Or Nosferatu thinking, which is like an absolute thing? I'll try Nosferatu.
Sorry, Phil.
Okay.
I gotta stop you for a second there. You really saying you're perfect?
Oh, not at all. I'm not a narcissist.
I
I believe
mean,
I would find myself quite inept at, say, street cleaning or dishwashing.
a narcissist will not think themselves good at everything, but at whatever they think they're good at, which can be very limited.
But as far as acting is concerned, yes. If an actor be assessed, you would assess him on the scale of Edmund Kean.
I don't think so.
Oh, come on. You ain't ever forgotten a line?
I suppose, on occasion, a line has left me due to circumstances beyond my control.
Control fallacy. He's like saying, he does not say, I forgot a line. He's not speaking as he actively made a mistake. He is saying a line has left me. He's using a passive voice to say that something has happened out of his control. That's a very interesting way to speak.
But that is the fault of alcohol, not of Edmund Kean.
He's putting the responsibility on something else. I mean, Edmund Kean is the one who drank the alcohol. So Edmund Kean is responsible. He's not taking any responsibility. That is a very narcissist thing. I've watched a lot of YouTube videos on narcissism. I may have some people in my life who are a little bit on that scale. So that's been helpful to me. But
So
interesting.
in those times you were drinking, you might
Obviously,
not have
I
been
cannot
perfect.
diagnose
And the
anybody.
acting
I am
world
not
kept on
a
turning.
therapist. The acting world kept on turning. Yep.
Oh, come now. I was clearly exercising some dramatic license.
Again.
It's not so black and white.
I mean, no.
Well, that's exactly what I was trying to say. Well, keep talking. We got some more stuff to sort out.
Oh, there are celebrated actors in these times, yes. But any success they have is due to my beating the path for them to follow.
Okay. What is this? Again, it's kind of like this in Nosferatu, like, or the control fallacy. He is the one who created the path. Also disqualifying the positive, where he's saying, you know, there are good actors, but I don't know which one it is. I'll do this.
Oh, wait a minute. You're saying that every actor's success comes straight from
Okay,
you?
I got it right.
Of course, even the greatest among my art would have been consigned to obscurity had it not been for my advancements.
Every single one of them ain't had nothing of their own to give to the theater?
Well, I suppose one or two actors in the last 300 years have impressed me.
Well, don't you think they deserve their own success?
I suppose mortals are owed their 15 minutes of fame. One must have some pity for them. We are not monsters. But the actors of modern times, they are shallow, beggarly parrots. Parrots who screech the lines, but do they know them? Do they feel as we feel?
What is this? They are shallow, beggarly parrots. Would it be labeling? Like labeling people? Limiting them to this? I guess it would be labeling.
So you're saying modern actors are parrots?
I feel like I'm doing a like psychology test in school. Like I did study psychology, and I think that that is literally the most difficult thing to study, because the lines between these things are kind of muddled in my mind. They're all kind of connected together in some way, and I have a hard time differentiating them. Like some of the things he says kind of fit multiple things.
Indeed, they are only mimics, and thus no better than a well-trained bird.
You don't think they're actually birds, do you?
My dear boy, they live such short lives. What else can they do but ape the words and actions of their forebears?
But when you call them birds, you're just labeling them that. You ain't giving them a fair shot.
Oh, come now. I was clearly employing a little dramatic license.
But we're here to talk about truth, all right, compadre?
It is my gentle direction that takes the craft to higher echelons, and mine alone.
Control files.
Everything does not evolve without me.
That is him in control of
You're
everything.
saying only you can change the course of acting?
It is demonstrably true. There is acting before Edmund Kean, and there is acting after Edmund Kean.
But there's so many types of acting out there. I mean, I remember when vaudeville came out, but I don't think you had anything to do with that.
Vaudeville? Oh, like so many American arts, an art of the grotesque. You plunge a dagger into the heart of subtlety.
So you didn't have nothing to do with vaudeville?
Oh, devils below, no.
Therefore, you don't have, control over everything, my dude.
I mean, you got a little control fallacy, hombre. Mortals got wills of their own.
Indeed.
I forget what
I don't want
vaudeville
any
is.
responsibility for the things the
is
Americans
that?
create anyway.
Vaudeville. I mean, exactly. I suppose I don't have any responsibility for things the Americans create. You have a very tiny understanding of art and acting, my dude, because your art and acting is limited to England. Like, there is art and acting in so many different cultures all around the world that you had no impact on. It's not just the American also. So vaudeville was a popular form of entertainment, late 19th and early 20th. It's a variety of acts like music, comedy, and dance. So not really acting, but I get his point. It's just entertainment.
These critics should honor me, as is my due.
It's a shit statement.
You're saying critics should honor you. What happens if they don't?
Then they are not doing their jobs properly. I do not ask for their laudations without cause. But if a so-called critic does not recognize my contributions to the theater, what do they know of the theater?
Maybe they just got different tastes.
Uneducated taste, perhaps.
If they are just uneducated, why should they appreciate you?
Ha! Ha!
An interesting
I'm
point.
going around in circles with this guy.
Suppose I cannot blame them. Thou fiend! You are cruel indeed to beat a man when he is at his most vulnerable. I am here so you may help me cope with a world that has gone mad, not so you might attack my every word.
Yeah, that's also something a narcissist will do. If they don't like the things they hear, they will turn it on the person and say that the person is doing something wrong. And they will remove themselves from the situation. So that's the kind of person that would stop therapy, that would not continue therapy. And by not continuing therapy, they don't get help and they don't improve. That is very sad.
I'm doing no such thing. All I'm doing is pointing out your reality. If we're gonna cope, we gotta be honest about the world.
And I say that you are a villain.
I'm a
I
villain.
come to you in desperate need, and you respond by mocking my desperation. Why would you do this to me? Do you not know what pain I am experiencing? Do you not know that I, as an actor, feel every sling and arrow more keenly? Art thou a therapist or a murderer that you would push me so to the brink? Do you want me to commit suicide?
Ooh, he is going really far with this one.
I'm sorry. I wasn't trying to hurt you. I want to help everyone who comes to me.
Samuel, a moment, please.
Andy, I got a real problem here. I think I'm not cut out for this work. This fella's right. Why am I attacking him when I should be helping?
First of all, should statement.
Ha.
You will do what you will do, and that is all, Samuel. But look at the candles. What do you see?
The candles, oh, they seem fine to me.
Look at the flames.
Wait a minute. They're getting higher, ain't they? What the hell's going on?
Your client is very powerful. He has his own unique skills earned through the ages. His skill in gaslighting is so intense that it affects the world around him. He is altering reality to fit his distortions. Be watchful, Samuel. Do not let him.
We have gaslighting now in the game. Okay.
How do I stop it?
Be persistent, and above all, be honest. He does not control your reality.
That's a very hard thing to do. It's got to be the hardest thing to do when you're a therapist. Do not let that affect you at all.
I await your apology, sir.
I don't have anything to apologize for.
I don't have anything to apologize for. All I did was point out some truths in the things you were saying. Now, if that makes you angry, fella, I don't know what to tell you.
You wound me, but I am strong. I persist. I fight. I know my worth, sir. I have fought and died for my art. I shall take my business elsewhere, and vampire society shall hear of your quackery.
Stop him, Samuel. It is not anger, but fear.
It's
that
fear,
drives him.
yeah.
Show him he has nothing to fear from you.
He fears seeing reality, that he is not as good as he thinks himself to be. I mean, it's true that I wasn't trying to rally him up.
Trying to rally you up none.
Yet I bared my undead soul to you, and you treated me like a pincushion with your sharp pricks.
Pricks ain't got nothing to do with this, Edmund.
And now you seek to proposition me? Of course, it always goes like this.
Proposition?
To you I am a void, nay, a whore, to use as you please.
What?
Well, you are all alike, I say. Go on then, use me.
He's exaggerating to such a degree.
You are losing him, Samuel. It is time to remember what makes you special. You are not just a therapist, and you are not just a vampire. He is afraid, but you will conquer his fear.
He doesn't say you already know how. I was kind of waiting for that line. Easy boy.
Boy, easy.
Oh, that's the me. I am the cowboy who calms the horse. I should have known that this was going to be the answer. It's the most cowboy answer of all.
I shall not go easy. I shall not.
Ain't nobody gonna hurt you. There's a good vampire.
A good vampire? What on hell?
That completely disarms him. Okay.
You're safe now. Ain't nobody here to hurt you or make you feel bad.
I never thought that was going to be the answer. Wow.
But
I'm your buddy. That's us. We're just buddies, ain't we?
That is one weird common man down.
buddies. Yes, a friend.
I'm gaslighting him now.
A friend who wishes to help me.
You feeling better there, compadre?
I must confess that I am, though I scarcely understand how.
Hey, well, that's just great. I want this to be a comfortable place for you.
Yes. Yes, I do believe you. After all, your profession is in many ways similar to acting. It is no wonder that we find common ground.
How is therapy like acting?
It is the exploration of the soul, is it not?
Sure.
A journey into pain and truth.
Yeah, I guess.
We see those pains and truths and reflect them onto the cruel world.
I ain't sure I quite see it like that, but it's true that reflecting is important. Kind of funny when we can't look in a mirror, huh?
One of death's cruel ironies. Thus must we see our reflections in the mortal audience instead.
You care a lot about what the mortals think about you.
Of course I do. Why should I give a fig about what we dusty old folk think, eh? Most of us are stuck in our relative pasts, if you'll pardon the offense.
But all them folks die. You're what, 300 years old?
Don't remind me. Yes, they die, but I cannot. I must not. If I do not exist in their hearts, there is only the purgatory of oblivion.
That's right to thinking.
You cannot, you must not. You're talking like there's only one future.
For me, there is only one future, save oblivion.
Come on now, that's a little extreme.
'Tis not so. What else have I but the stage?
Well, that's a fine question. I'll tell you what, though, compadre, you are more than the stage. What if theater just didn't exist?
He needs hobbies.
Perish the thought. Perish it with all due enmity. Unlike some vampires, I am not some blood-guzzling parasite who will idly sit and wait as the world turns.
Labeling.
You calling most of our kind parasites?
I am, for that is what we are, if we are nothing else.
All right, let's just forget the part where you're insulting other vampires, myself included. If you say that you're a parasite if you don't do something, you're gonna be scared as hell of not doing that thing.
As an immortal, I aim for loftier goals.
Can you hit those goals if you're busy being afraid of turning into a parasite?
Whoa, that's hard. Okay.
Ah, but your humble speech does belie the true wisdom beneath. I am indeed cruel to myself.
Yeah, he's very judgy of himself and everybody.
I died for the stage, so I should live for it as well.
He's just a very poetic dude. Like, this is not a mental illness, unless I guess I have a mental illness too. I like this sort of intense, like, expression of passion. I died for the stage, so I should live for it as well. It's beautiful, but it's also a should statement.
Well, why should you live for the stage?
I think that's stupid. I guess I am resisting therapy right now, and I'm the one giving therapy.
What was my death worth if the stage does not matter?
What was my death worth?
But it's only you who's saying your death ain't worth something.
Okay, so he's also talking about worth, like the lady, like the old lady.
Your shoulds are fatal. Ain't that a lot of pressure?
Perhaps. Though one might argue that all great actors must be forged in fire.
Shouldn't there be some pressure to make people want to aspire to be greater than themselves? I think should statements are not all bad. They make you kind of go towards a goal. Aim for it. Obviously, if you fail, then it hurts kind of harder, though, because that should is kind of an extra pressure. But I think that pressure might be necessary for some accomplishments. I don't know. I don't know if I agree with this, that it's always bad.
But is acting really the most important thing in the world?
I shall assume that you jest. Vampire society is of no use to me. We are so few, and I cannot have an adoring crowd without a crowd.
Is of no use to me. What is this? Well, I guess it's Nosferatu.
Vampires ain't got nothing to offer you.
Nothing they can give, no. Vampires do not understand the avant-garde.
Vampires have a lot to give. We got time to understand things mortals just can't. I think you're painting vampire society with a pretty broad brush. We got some redeeming values.
Oh, perhaps. But an understanding of the stage is not one of them.
God damn, this guy is just in extremes all the
I
time.
see what you are doing. The motivations of man are well known to me through my art.
I don't understand how one can be a therapist. There are days when you have like a bad day yourself. How do you be a therapist when you have a bad day? I don't even understand. Like, this guy going on and on is kind of pissing me off at this point. I would not be a good therapist. Motivations of man are well known to me through my art. Okay.
What am I doing?
You are mocking me.
Again.
Undermining me. Causing me to doubt myself. I know thy purpose. This therapy business is all a ruse. You would lay me low and claim dominion over me.
All I'm trying to do is help you, friend. Reality's a lot easier to deal with when you can accept it for what it is.
So, now you doubt my sanity.
Whew.
Is there no end to your japes and jabs? I shall not break. Oh, you shall see. The tides of cruel seas will crash upon me, but I do not wither.
I like his accent. His R's are very rolled and very intense.
I know thy game, trickster. You wish to keep me in your debt. The more I doubt myself, the more you take from me.
Why would I take from you? Like, what?
You think you are clever, but thy tongue outvenoms all the worms of the Nile.
The worms in the Nile? Not the Nile is a river. There's no worms in a river.
Will, what have you to say for yourself? Speak, that I might hear thy bile.
Tame him.
Easy there.
We're going full cowboy again.
What?
I know you're upset and you're scared. I ain't gonna hurt you.
You want to hurt me?
Good vampire. Ain't you sweet?
This is very
It's
stupid.
all right.
You really don't want to hurt me? You'll keep me safe?
We're safe.
This is a roller
Ain't no
coaster of
place
emotions
safer
for this
than right
guy.
here. We're friends. That's right. You're my buddy now. Just my pal Eddie.
Not vampires, but therapists would not try to say that they're a friend. I don't think I've ever seen that happen.
In truth, I am oft left bereft of friendship. Our kind can be difficult.
No, you are difficult, dude.
You mean vampires?
No, actors. But to sense one is not alone in all the world is a feeling to be cherished.
You ain't alone, I promise you. Whatever bad stuff we're living, someone else has lived it already.
'Tis so. Many geniuses were unappreciated in their time, with wonders of their craft consigned to history's dusty pages. Even the bard himself did struggle. There is some comfort in that.
Why is everybody obsessed with Shakespeare like he was the greatest writer in the entire universe? I don't understand it. I've studied a lot of Shakespearean stuff, and I still don't get it. It's not that amazing. I don't get it.
Common nocturnality. We all got the same needs, man. Blood, safety, and sex.
Really? Those are the only needs? That's the pyramid of needs right here? Blood, safety, and sex? Which one is the top? Which one is the bottom in the pyramid? Blood is probably the base of the need, and then safety is the second, and sex is the pinnacle of the pyramid? Maybe. Interesting. Vampires have a weird pyramid for sure.
Indeed. I, too, am akin to the doomed Achilles, though my sore spot lies not so low, but twixt stem and stern.
Twixt stem and stern? What was that? Stem and stern? Between in your heart? I don't know.
Ain't my place to comment.
Oh, it seems the spot is no secret to you after all.
Huh?
Maybe we can talk about that some more in your next session. I think you did pretty dang well today.
Yes. Yes, I suppose I did. I am rather good at therapy, aren't I?
I don't know.
If you're here and wanting to get better, yeah, I'd say that makes you pretty good at therapy.
I guess. Wanting to get better is the only thing that makes someone good at therapy.
One mustn't rest on one's laurels, must one?
That's right, Eddie. Okay, I'll see you in a few weeks then.
Aye, we shall vanquish my demons together. I cannot tarry. The stage awaits.
He's not very self-aware, is he?
Dang, what the hell was that?
Yeah.
One of the darker malignancies of the mind, dear Samuel.
You sure I'm up to this?
You were masterful, Samuel. You were able to take your knowledge about cognitive distortions and turn their definitions outward. And we must speak about this equine ability of yours in your next session.
Oh, that. Yeah, I learned a lot about myself through my horse.
Save it for our next session. Rest, Samuel. You have faced a great danger. Now it is time to drink and be merry with the Goths.
What if I don't want that?
Oh, not sure I'd call them merry, but they know how to cut loose. All right, Andy, I'll see you later.
Good night, Samuel.
And then we're gonna
Rest
go
in
back to the
peace.
bar with the loud music. No music, please. I'm gonna turn off the entire music, otherwise.
Well, that was one of the weirdest experiences of my life. I probably want to forget that.
Okay,
I
the
should go talk to
music's
Crimson.
not too bad.
If it isn't Sammy
Wait.
the Kid, plop that butt down. Got a shot prepared for you.
Oh, we're plopping butts now. Okay. What would be our last one? Wait. No, we've talked about this already. Well, I don't know.
Well, thanks, Crimson. What is that? A Bloody Mary?
Ha!
No, a bloody Steve.
What?
Of course it is. How's the crowd tonight?
You know, it's funny. They're a little on the weird side tonight. Must be a full moon out.
Oh, do you have werewolves?
Oh, you ain't kidding. I just had my first therapy session with the strangest fella I ever met.
One second, I got somebody to answer on Discord. And I'm getting all mixed up because I'm writing in French and talking in English, and now I'm all mixed up with my words. Can't spell. Okay, done. No more distractions. Yeah.
The actor type. Used to be an international celebrity back when I was alive. Well, seems like fame's a nasty drug.
Like Andy says, People are people.
Fame has
Doesn't
got to be
matter
hard.
what era they're from.
Fame's got to be really hard to deal with for sure.
Feeling good about your session though?
I think he was awful.
You know what gaslighting is, right? Well, this guy is so good at it, he almost burned the building down. Anytime I challenged him, he got all defensive. I mean, heck, ain't that my job?
Sounds to me like he was afraid. Old folks never did like getting challenged.
That is a good point. Old people are stuck in their ways. They don't like to be challenged in the ways that they think have served them for a long time.
He's just a few years older than I am.
I know. You're old. And I know you've got your old fears. I saw your face when I told you about the kink room.
Ha! That's an old fear, you think?
Touche. I'll give me a break, though. I've been in Europe for only a month. Well, here's to change, then.
To change.
You, drinking Andy's blood there?
Andy's? Nuh-uh. This is a plain old mortal drink. You think anyone would want to drink that man's blood from a bottle when they can get it straight from the source?
Ha!
I suppose they wouldn't.
I'm not proud to drink blood, Sam. Wouldn't be doing it out here.
I didn't mean to cause offense, ma'am.
Why does she have some hold up about drinking blood? That's curious.
Not your fault. I guess I shouldn't be offended.
Should statement.
Who's telling you that you shouldn't be offended, Crimson? I know this blood drinking stuff is complicated.
Damn right it is. Look, I have customers to deal with.
Oh, we're gonna therapize the bartender
But
too?
let me give you some advice, Buffalo Bill. No therapy in here. What happens at Eminard happens with consent. Got it?
Ooh, I crossed a boundary here.
All right, that's fair, and my sincere apologies. It won't happen again.
That's right.
Is it really that bad to use that sort of like therapy thing of wanting to help someone? She's getting very defensive about it. And I do understand boundaries in general. But if somebody tells you, hey, I don't want to be helped, I guess you should just stop talking to them, right? Because there's no way that you could be close to someone who you want to be like happy in their life without trying to help them. I don't get it. This is the weirdest boundary. I get she doesn't want to be prodded, but in this case, it wasn't a prodding. It wasn't like he was trying to get into her head or understand her. He was just trying to encourage her to not put pressure on her. That'd be the same thing as if he had said something different, like, hey, you know, you don't need to put that pressure on yourself. Like different wording, same thing. And it's a good sentiment. I don't get it. I don't know.
Oh, dang it. I've gone and made myself unwelcome. I better get out of Crimson's way.
Oh no, he feels so bad. Oh, she cool. She got eyes everywhere. I like that.
Huh? Do I know you?
She's an angel?
I know you. I've been watching you, vampire.
Panoptibella. Panopticon. Has something to do with vision. Panopticon. A type of building originally conceived for prisons where a central tower allows guards to observe all cells without the inmates knowing if they are being watched. This is this idea of watching without being watched. Panoptibella. That's interesting. Play along.
Yep, that's me, drinking blood to live.
Yes, you do. I saw you. I see everything.
Why would I hide anything from a girl who's got eyes everywhere?
My name is Panoptibella. It means I see all, and I am beautiful.
That's a little self-absorbed of you to say it like that. But yeah, that I literally, you know, took apart your name already. We knew that.
I saw you in the kink room with Reinhardt and Maxi.
Yeah, that was not my best moment, you know?
And now I see that you are thirsty and would like to drink.
Oh, don't force me to drink her. I don't want to drink her.
Yep, that is so.
Come, drink from my neck. I wish to see what it is like.
Are you serious? I don't get a choice. Oh, wait, I can do X to skip.
Yes, I see now.
Why is there a skip?
That
I
was
don't know.
very pleasant. Thank you. You will go to your coffin now to sleep.
Well, if you wanted a cuddle.
It is normal for vampires to enter a state of torpor after consuming the blood of another. I wish you an excellent torpor, vampire.
Thanks, I guess.
What? She don't even want to cuddle? Like, he's not getting his needs met at any point in this up until now. He was forced to have to do stuff with the couple. And it wasn't a kink room that he was not comfortable in. And now this woman approaches, she says, drink from me. And he doesn't get a choice to say no. And then he offers to snuggle and she refuses. And he just gets, to get nothing. Nothing that he wants. Like, he should not have drank from her. He should have drank from someone that would meet his needs better. Someone who would have liked to snuggle or something. Right? Am I crazy at thinking this game is a little weird with that?
I guess I'd better get some shut-eye. This night has gone on long enough.
This guy's just coasting by him. You don't even need to do anything. These things happen to him a lot more than he is acting in his life. It's very strange how do you say, inactive he is as a main character. Things happen to him. He doesn't act or do anything. Hello, Sin. How you doing? We're playing Vampire Therapist, and I'm therapizing the therapist right now because we are a cowboy therapist in this game. But it feels like he doesn't have a lot of agency. That's the word I was looking for. I know a lot of these like novel games like this where it's mostly just playing a story along. The characters are very infrequently agentive, but he has no agency. It's so weird. Have a good Western therapy. I don't know. I'm literally thinking this guy is just coasting by. He's, going with the flow, but he doesn't do anything of his own will somehow. And that kind of, I wouldn't say it pisses me off, but it kind of upsets me. I wish he could make his own choices. Meaning I, as the player, could make more choices. I'm curious if this is going to change. If this is something we're going to maybe deal with in our own therapy sessions with our mentor.
Good evening, Samuel. I hope you are feeling well rested.
And we have
a client for you.
Yeah, you have a client. I know. On May the 3rd, just finished up with a new client. This guy was a lot. Fella nearly burned the saloon down with his gaslighting superpowers. He's an actor type, which I don't have a lot of experience with. I never really got into theater stuff, except for maybe vaudeville. Something about watching people tumbling and smacking each other with blunt objects just speaks to the soul. Oh, so I pissed off Crimson last night. Tried to do the whole therapy thing on her without her permission. She was hopping mad. I gotta remind myself that just because I'm learning to become a therapist, that doesn't make me everyone's therapist. No, but if you have the tools and you are friends with someone, is it really bad to try to help them? If you were someone who was in therapy and you had learned things to help yourself and then tried to help a friend with what you have learned about yourself, would that friend also be just as upset that you tried to help them? Or it's just because you have the title of therapist that it's bad? I'm having a lot of hang-ups about some elements in this game right now. I don't know what to think about it.
Another one? I think my caseload's starting to get a little crowded.
Worry not, my friend. I shall not unload all the world's cares onto you. I know how strongly this next client requires aid. She is a great deal older than most of the clients you've seen, and sometimes it is harder for the elderly to see reality.
Yeah, we are a vampire. We are a cowboy. We learned to understand, psychology on our own while living in the woods and questioning ourselves and, observing other vampires in the world. And then we started having like a pen pal relationship with this dude who's in Europe. He's in America. And we had like a big talk with this guy over letters, trying to see like he seems to have a bigger understanding still of psychology and vampires. And so we go to Europe to meet him. And he takes us under his wing and we become a therapist with him. We are not paid, but we are lodged and fed as long as we're here. And our goal is to try to help people. But yeah, we're not paid. And yeah, we're a cowboy therapist somehow. It Fed, yeah. I mean, they give us blood at the bar because this therapy place is above a bar. So it's a great place to meet other people, vampires and victims. But they're not really victims. They're blood donors, I guess.
It took me far too long to do so.
She's as old as you are?
Not nearly. Thus, she should be more ready for change than I was. Take a look at her intake form.
She's 1,804 years old? Oh, her name is Med. However that's pronounced. But I'm pretty sure that's... Isn't that like a Celtic name or something? She's from the Bronze Age. Okay. An elder vampire like myself, Medi has lived mostly alone for the past 2 millennia. She grew up among wanton violence between Irish clan warlords. I was right, this is some Gaelic. And has since kept distance between herself and mortals. She now spends most of her time online, where she has become a streaming celebrity. Oh, interesting. I do not know what this means, but perhaps a younger vampire might. She has expressed frustration at the increasing demands of her followers. Suggestion, be patient with the elderly. It's funny because she looks like the youngest of all the vampires we've met up till now. How ethical? What is ethical? I guess not being a therapist to everybody. Oh, blood donor. Yeah, I mean, vampires are kind of accepted in this world, this game. They have places where they can go where people willingly let vampires feed on them. So, yeah, they've taken away most of the horror of the vampire. This is really just a story where being a vampire is just being a long-living human with some strange relationship with blood. That's about it.
Dang, she died young. Makes me wonder why I waited so long to kick the bucket. Could have left a nicer looking corpse.
Alas, death does not often allow us to have much choice in the matter.
Good point.
Says here she doesn't leave home unless she has to.
She's a shut-in.
Indeed, it is a puzzle, as elder vampires can often be.
I sure do hope I can help her.
You will do your best, I know. Let me allow you some privacy. She comes.
Right, let's see about this lady. Oh, she's so cute. I like her hair. I like her hair. It's so cute. And her eyes are 2 different colors. It's also really nice.
Hey there, how do I say your name? Is it Medbub? Medb?
Mev is my real name.
Ah.
Medb's just my screen name.
Mev.
You can call me Medi if you like.
I do not know how to pronounce Gaelic words. I'm very sorry. There was Mev. Medi.
Oh, mighty fine meeting you, Medi. I'm Sam.
Is that all you are?
I couldn't rightly say. I ain't no more or less than Sam.
You're cute, strange cowboy man.
Yeah, agreed. He is kind of cute, but you're cuter.
I don't know that you should be calling your potential therapist cute, miss.
Yeah, that's weird.
Not in a touching bodies way. I mean, you're more like a rabbit or a mouse. Oh, I want to dress you up in a little mouse onesie and watch you scurry about.
Okay, she's something. She's interesting. Okay.
You can keep your hat on and be a little cowboy mouse. Oh, I like that very much.
Yeah, I could see that. Yeah.
I'd keep you in a little cage and give you lots of cheese and, of course, a wheel to run on. You can be my whiskery little pet.
I'm a human, though. I'm sorry. Well, vampire.
What is the matter, Samuel?
I think I'm out of my depth here, Chief. I ain't keen to be anyone's pet.
She's going far. Yeah, yeah.
Older vampires such as myself can sometimes be uncomfortable to be around.
I can see that.
I believe this will be an excellent challenge in setting boundaries, Samuel.
Oh, I need to learn to set boundaries. I really want this character to learn to set boundaries because up until now, he's not been able to say no to anybody. He's had a couple push themselves on him to drink their blood when I, the player, didn't want to do it. I had no other option. And then another lady comes by and she had eyes everywhere and she said she saw everything. She was a very strange lady, but she also wanted me to drink her blood and I didn't get a choice to say no. So I think this character has a hard time setting boundaries. And I really want him to learn to set boundaries because that's becoming a little uncomfortable. Yeah, he's like a pushover for eternity. Exactly.
Explain to her your boundaries.
I hope he learns.
You will be modeling positive behavior and saving yourself a little trouble.
Yes.
Yeah, just a little.
All the more reason to be clear and polite right now. Good luck, Samuel. I know you can do it.
You look distracted, little mouse. Have you smelt a bit of cheese? Did your whiskers twitch?
Okay, she's really down the rabbit hole.
All right, miss, before we keep going, I think we need to set a few boundaries.
I don't want to wear a onesie.
First of all, I ain't gonna wear no onesie. I don't think I could find one that'd fit.
I could sew one for you.
Oh
I'd
god,
make the neck hole really big so that your funny hat would fit right through it.
she just keeps going.
Okay, well, maybe I wasn't being clear. I don't want to wear a onesie.
But it would make me happy.
Well, it wouldn't make me happy, miss.
Fine. But I don't like it.
Okay, she is a pushing person. I don't eat cheese.
I don't eat cheese, you know that. We only drink blood anyway. Mortal food doesn't exactly agree with us.
It's funny that I'm like, this character has a hard time, you know, setting boundaries and saying no. And then that's also kind of my issue in real life. I have a really hard time with it.
But a mouse who doesn't eat cheese is hardly a mouse.
I'm not a mouse.
But I'm not a mouse.
There you
Then
go.
why do you have twitchy whiskers?
I just like the way they look.
Yeah, it's cowboy look. So the game teaches you, the player, how to socialize. This game has taught me a lot about therapy, to be honest. In the last week, I've used a lot of the therapy speech that it provided, like all these things at the bottom. It really helped me. Like I would spiral and I'd be like, no, this is Nosferatu thinking, or like I'd call myself stupid. I'm like, no, this is labeling, or like I'm putting pressure on myself and like I should be this or I should do that. And I'm like, no, this is a should statement. I'm able to stop myself and see these things. But I don't think that's enough. You know, it's good. It helps. It's interesting. It's having more of an impact on my life than I thought it would. I thought this was just going to be a silly game.
So do I. That's
A
why
personal
I think you
UI,
should eat
yeah.
some cheese.
Well, I ain't gonna take it or leave it.
You're very mean for a mouse.
I'm not mean. Okay, she doesn't like people setting boundaries. She really doesn't like that.
This stuff about putting me in a cage and making me your pet are things you should be doing with a blood partner.
Yeah, a willing one with consent, I hope.
Besides, I make the rules about my own body. If I don't want something, you gotta respect it or find a new therapist.
You don't want me to do things to your body.
Nope, I want you to stay right where you are and be a patient.
You cut that out. I'm serious now.
Very well. Be that way.
That's all my
I think that
boundaries.
about covers it.
Very well. It's a little boring. People usually let me do what I want to do to them.
Oh, well,
Well, this is
great
less
for
boring
you.
then. It's something new.
I suppose you're right. It's very clever, strange cowboy man. May I still call you a mouse from time to time, though?
Nope.
If it'll make you feel comfortable, I guess it ain't hurting me. But let's get to you and why you're here. Now, it said on your intake form that...
Guess she's overworked.
You're overworked, it said. You're not my first client with that problem. What line of work you in?
I play video games.
Yeah,
Video games? Like Star Invaders?
sure.
No, silly. More like Overcharge 2 and Pension Impact. More of an FPS and RPG girl.
They've been using a lot of fake, like, pop culture names. So this would be Overwatch, Genshin Impact. Earlier we had, what was it? Star something that was like for Star Wars. I forget. I like it.
I don't know what them things are. I kind of figured video games were just a fad, like collecting ferns was in my time.
Collecting ferns?
Video games are lots of fun. There's even one where you get to play a cowboy and kill bunches and bunches of people.
Red Dead Redemption, maybe?
Then you get to pretend you feel bad about it. But after that, you kill even more people.
I want to play that game.
Shucks, that there might give me some flashbacks. But you're working by playing video games? How's that?
I stream on Glitch. I have millions and millions of followers
Glitch, I like that. That is
Wait just a
weird.
gosh darn minute. People are paying to watch you pee?
What? P?
Of course not. That sort of thing would be on my Only Zealots page.
Oh, and she has an
Or
OnlyFans
if I could
page.
be, which I can't, because I'm a vampire.
What the hell? This is very weird.
All right, you gotta walk me through this.
What streaming mean if it ain't being? That's what he understood. Oh, I see the connection.
What's streaming mean if it ain't peeing?
Streaming means to share your computer screen to the internet.
Like watching the cinema, only instead of people shooting each other, it's you answering emails.
Collecting ferns, nice hobby. I don't know about that. It sounds like a very boring hobby to me.
Sort of. Mostly people just like to watch people shooting other people. Only it's little computer people that only look like people.
Clear as mud. I got some more questions about them funny things you mentioned, though.
What's Only Zealots? We know what that is.
What's Only Zealots?
That's a very special website where my very special followers get to see me do naughty things for money.
Yeah.
You've been around a long while. Do you need money?
No, of course not. But I do like having mortal blood bags who will do anything for me. They're very useful.
This whole thing makes me feel old.
But you're only a baby vampire, strange cowboy man. I'm glad you're not the kind of baby who poops and pees, though. That's quite icky.
What the hell?
I had some more questions.
Yeah. What's this FPS and RPG stuff?
What's all this RPG and FPS stuff?
Role-playing games and first-person shooters.
Do we need this?
Games about the first person you ever shot. In a good moment.
Games about the first person you ever shot. Wow.
You're extra silly. It's a video game with a first-person perspective. It only looks as though you're shooting someone. I like the ones where there's lots and lots of blood. I end up feeling quite hungry.
That's interesting that she was from a place and time where wanted violence was common. And now she's on these video games where wanted violence is also kind of the what is it called? The bread and butter of video games.
Are they still using corn syrup to look like blood? It never looked realistic to me.
Oof.
They don't use corn syrup in video games. You're very funny.
He needs to be introduced to computers at this point, dude.
I'm glad I'm funny, I guess. Let me ask you something else about these video games.
Nah, I'm good.
All right, I think I understand a little better. You're working pretty dang hard for all them followers. What do you need them for?
Lots of things. They pay my rent for me. They buy clothes and gifts for me.
She wants to be worshipped.
They dispose of all the bodies. And they let me kill them, too. They're also eager to die. Poor little lambs.
Oof, that is
They're
scary.
like servants?
Servants, little sheep, whatever you'd like to call them.
And they're willing to just up and die for you.
Oh, naturally. Sometimes all I have to do is smile for them.
What?
They find it enchanting. And they quite like my breasts and vulva.
Great, good. What?
Oh, I see.
Does it make you uncomfortable to hear me say breasts and vulva?
Yeah, good thing I added the sex, warning on my stream today.
I reckon I just wasn't expecting that level of candidness.
Yeah, she's very direct. She likes to be direct, I think, in a way to make people uncomfortable.
Breasts, vulva.
Yeah, she just likes to bother people. Okay.
Hey, come on now.
Oh, but it's so much fun to watch your little whiskers twitch.
So these followers of yours do a lot of work for you, huh?
He's from a period like the Victorian era where sexuality was very much taboo, so he's kept that part of that time period with him somehow.
But I have almost 100 million little sheep. It's rather difficult to manage them all and keep them happy.
100 million is a lot of followers. What the fuck?
Why do you need to keep so many servants happy?
I need my sheep. If I don't have them, I'll have nothing.
That's a Nosferatu thinking.
Is it really true that if you don't have your followers, you won't have anything? Ain't you got other stuff you're interested in?
Suppose I enjoy reading and video games. And I can do those things alone.
Yeah.
There's also playing games with my body.
I don't want to hear more about that. You can keep that to yourself. It's private.
Oh, yep, there's that.
Which Americans don't do. You like to shoot people instead. Bang, pow.
That ain't always true.
Oh, yeah.
Back to what you were saying.
So all of these things at the bottom, they're real therapy things. So Nosferatu thinking is seeing the world in black and white or in absolutes, because Nosferatu is a movie that was a black and white movie. And it's this idea that you either see everything as horrible or everything as amazing, or that sort of thing. the disqualifying the positive is whenever somebody like compliments you or says something positive about something you like or you're doing, you're going to turn down the compliment and focus on the negative. So, oh, you're very nice. And you would respond with, I'm not as nice as this person. Or like you're diminishing yourself. Labeling is calling yourself names. So like saying I'm stupid. So you're limiting yourself to one moment where you may have done a stupid decision and define your entire person as stupid for that one moment or that one action. It can be anything, not just stupid. You can also like be labeling yourself with, I'm a, bloodthirsty vampire. And so I'm a bad person in society. Well, for these vampires, it's not really true. They're not just their bloodthirst. So it's not a real thing. So it's kind of like limiting their potential is the labeling. The should statements are like when you feel some sort of pressure of an obligation, and it's not something like they had examples earlier for that. Actually, they have them in here. Yeah, we have here the should statements, the examples. I am a vampire. I should live in a castle. So it's creating those expectations and bringing them into your life. Like you think other people expect that of a vampire, therefore you should do that. Or like when you're in a gang, the gang needs to be your family and no one else. So that's like, it's creating those expectations and external pressures. And then the last one is, no, that's not disqualifying. We did labeling. Control fallacy is this idea that we are either in control of everything, like everything depends on us. We are a pillar of how society works, and everything, is dependent on us and our ability to do the thing. Or the opposite, the complete loss of control. You have no way of controlling anything. So like this idea of with my dark powers, vampires shall dominate the world. So the entire vampire society depends on you because of your dark powers. Or if a mortal discovers our secret, it's entirely my responsibility to deal with it. This idea of like, it's you are at the center of it all and you have control in making the world, the future that is coming. Like everything depends on you. Or the opposite, I can't deal with the bureaucracy of international travel with my coffin and I'm stuck in the USA forever. So this is the opposite, where you don't have control and you feel like not even a small act will impact your ability to do something. You either are able to do it all or to do nothing. It's the feeling stuck kind of thing. Hello, Wolfie. Well, thank you for coming by and lurking. Hope you have real nice work today. But yeah, this is like a lot of things about that exist in therapy in real life, and they gave it kind of like game friendly names. Little Wolfie emoji is so cute.
If I don't make them all happy, they'll turn against me.
So this is again extreme, but also control fallacy, because she thinks she is in control of making them all happy. She has the responsibility and the power to make them all happy. So that's control fallacy.
Wait a minute, that's one of them double control fallacies.
A control fallacy? What is that, Manling?
It's the idea that you either have complete control over something or no control over
She's
something.
explaining exactly what I just explained.
The idea that you can make everyone happy is something that ain't in anyone's power.
Yeah, a lot of things will make other people happy or unhappy, and we're not responsible for all of it.
And assuming you have no control and they'll all turn against you ain't true either.
That is true, I suppose. I can do things you couldn't dream of. But I won't show them to you because you're an American.
Good. What?
That is much appreciated, miss. And now about the stuff you were saying.
All I'll be is the lonely, crazy girl with a flat full of stinky corpses.
All right. So she is labeling herself as a lonely, crazy girl.
Let's ease off them labeling terms. Don't go calling yourself crazy.
But I am crazy. And I know how strange I sound to these short-lived creatures.
I reckon I might sound the same if I were around as long as you and seen some of the stuff you've seen. Besides, crazy ain't got any kind of real meaning. What's sane? You've been around a while, you know them definitions change all the time.
Good point.
I suppose that's true. Don't think any of us are really sane.
I think that's a heck of a lot closer to the truth.
I just want to look at my body parts anyway. Don't have much else to share, it seems.
Again, This is kind of extreme. I have a hard time. Hello, Mr. The Juice. Welcome to the stream. Hello, hello. How you doing today? On this fine Saturday. You just want to look at my body parts. So that's kind of reducing it. And then I don't have much else to share. I am good. I'm good. I'm very lost in this part here. I have no idea what this one is. They just want to look at my body parts anyway. I don't have much else to share, it seems. I guess it's disqualifying the positive. I don't know. Could also be Nosferatu thinking, like she thinks she has nothing. I don't know. I'm so lost on this one. I'll try Nosferatu.
I think it is obvious that your client has many interesting traits beyond the physical. Few speak the way she does.
Yeah, you're right. It's disqualifying, I think.
I just want to look at my...
Come on now. You've been around for nearly 2,000
yes.
years. How in the heck could you have nothing to offer?
Yeah, exactly. 2,000 years, man. You have a lot of experience and probably wisdom or something.
I'm sure you could tell me all sorts of things about history and the places you've been to and the things you've done.
If I talk about things I like, my followers abandon me. Fickle little bloodbags. They always like it when I show off, though.
That's a problem with your followers, not you. Don't go disqualifying the positive things about yourself just because they don't see them.
That's a good lesson to learn.
Very kind, youngling. If you were one of my followers, I might even let you live.
That's unnecessarily dark and threatening, lady.
A very kind gesture, miss.
I don't know if that's kind, but okay.
I can't help but
But the
think,
algorithm! Yeah, exactly.
I should make my little sheep happy. After all, they are willing to die for me.
Should statement.
You say you should keep your followers happy. Do you like it when they're happy?
Just because I kill my bloodbags doesn't mean I wish to be cruel.
What the hell?
After all, they're so cute when they die with smiles on their precious little faces.
She's weird.
I'm glad to hear that, but here's the thing. When you say you should make them happy, you turn it into a responsibility. If you got 100 million people you should please, that's pressure you don't need. Get what I'm saying?
The followers are weird, you're right. Yeah, those people who literally follow her because they want to die, that's intense.
You are too sweet, little mouse.
I'm not sure she
Like a
can be
sugar
helped.
mouse. Someone might try to eat you.
Heck, they already did.
Yeah.
How do you think I turned into a vampire?
Good point. Good point, I guess. Yep.
You make me seem very silly for worrying so much about my blood bags. I'm not a very good vampire, am I?
Well, what's a good vampire supposed to do?
Well, my blood father used to tell me that we were supposed to be gods.
Gods.
Told me that we would rule all humanity. I imagine he'd be ever so disappointed in me.
Would he? You have 100 million followers on Glitch, lady. I think you're doing pretty good. Like, you're very much godlike at this point.
Well, blood parents are always complicated.
That's also a good
They
point.
like continuing their legacies, but people ain't too good at being anything but themselves.
I wish someone would tell him that. He's a very bad listener.
Oh, he's still around? I thought her blood parent would have been dead by now, but I guess.
Well, you should be proud of yourself for getting away from him. I know it ain't easy.
I didn't leave him. The druid sealed him away long ago.
Oh.
He'll slaughter us all when he escapes.
Oh.
And there will be nothing we can do.
He's an antediluvian.
Oh, it's gonna be ever so much blood.
Nothing we can do is a control fallacy?
I think we can handle a vampire. There's a lot more of us now, and I bet the bastard ain't even heard of a gun.
Oh, good point.
You don't understand. He's a wizard.
Is he now?
Last I heard, wizards ain't bulletproof.
Good point.
Let's give ourselves a little credit.
Wow.
I ain't gonna worry too much about this fella. Besides, if he is coming back to kill us all, we only got so much time to enjoy, right? These dang followers of yours have got you stuck at home, though.
It's better this way. It's not safe outside.
Okay, so that's the shut-in part of her situation, which is what she actually needs help with. The fact that she doesn't really leave her house and only exists online.
Well, why do you say that?
Because there are bad people out there. They've tried to burn me, touch me, enslave me. They are cruel and horrible.
Okay, that's Nosferatu thinking that everything is danger.
I know you've been through some tough times, Mitty, and you got a hell of a lot of reasons to think people are all awful. But those experiences ain't the be-all and end-all. There's a lot of bad, a lot of good, and even more in between.
Thing is, she's fine with killing people, but she's afraid of people wanting to kill her. Like, girl, don't do to others what you don't want done to you, kind of thing, you know?
Maybe. But it's safer to assume that it's all bad. Mortals are very afraid, and when mortals are afraid, they are quite cruel.
The avatar could be so cute with little fangs on Halloween. Yeah, actually, my final image, which, you know, I got the line art of, but I still don't have the flat colors for it, but it's coming along. She got pointed teeth. She already got the pointed teeth, so I think I'm gonna be quite ready for Halloween. I might have the avatar by Halloween. Maybe I'll have it by then. Hopefully, we'll see. Yeah, I think it's gonna be a really cool character.
That's more of that all or nothing thing.
I'm kind of worried about
There's
animating her.
billions of
It's gonna be a
people
lot
out
of.
there now, and more differences between each and every one of them than you'd expect.
It's gonna be a lot of work, but it's gonna be cool.
But I don't need to endanger myself anymore. I have my sheep.
I'm sure we'll get to talking about them real soon.
We can talk about them now. They help me stay in my flat.
Yeah.
If I stay in one place, I have power. Instead of them burning me, I can burn them. And touch them and enslave them.
Is this control
With all
class?
due respect, miss, you're playing with sunshine here. Life is always going to change. That's the one thing we can be sure of.
That's the one thing I hate, though. Like, when things are finally looking up and things are going well, you always kind of have to expect that things are going to, you know, turn. Nothing's ever going to be perfect and stable. And yeah, that might be my own issues here, but yeah.
Your retreating from society is only going to make it harder to face the changes ahead.
Sure.
Such as when the machines arrived.
We're going in the Matrix now?
What machines are you talking about?
The ones in the factories. The ones who made me leave the bog. Did not like that very much. Not at all.
Oh, so society changed at some point. She was isolated in the bog, and then she was, you know, pushed out of her home, I guess. That's interesting.
Look, I didn't want to upset you. You're here to handle the world a little better, and that means being honest about what might happen. That makes sense?
Yes. The machines keep getting stronger. I should be ready for them.
What machines?
All right. Well, let's keep talking.
They used to call me Calich Namona, the witch of the bogs.
Ooh, bog
I
witch.
like it that way. I like it when they think I'm a monster.
Labeling.
Hold on a sec, Mitty. I get that there's safety in people thinking you're some kind of monster. But what I can't abide is you calling yourself one. Names have power. You know what they used to call me?
That's an interesting take on names have power. Typically, names have power is about saying when other people, like, especially in like fantasy stories, like a demon knows your true name or you know the true name of a demon kind of thing, you have power over them because you know who they truly are. That is usually the take of names have power. But in this case, with the labeling, names have power means more that you giving yourself or giving someone else a name, a new name that defines them, it might give them more power than they would normally have if they're just called Billy. Calling them, I don't know, the killer of the bog or something. You're giving them power by saying that they are a killer. They're defined as a killer. It's interesting. Huh. Her probably was sold for industrial park or something. Yeah, exactly. That's probably something like that. And she was probably just really fine where she was. And now she found a different way of living that's very similar. She isolated herself in her flat and she doesn't go out. So she is repeating that pattern and she is expecting that something is going to take her out of that flat and is going to push her out and change her world again. And she's afraid of that. Are we helping a cult leader? Is this a good idea? She's a streamer. She plays video games online and she has an Only Zealots account. So like the equivalent of an OnlyFans, I guess. And she has 100 million followers and is a shut-in. Like she stays in her flat. So she has a lot of influence, but she is also very limited in her ability to socialize and live in the world and that sort of thing. And she's very old. She's like 2,000 years old. So she's had this pattern of isolating and then being pulled out of her shell and having to fend with the world and that sort of thing.
Fuzzy McWhiskers.
Fuzzy McWhiskers!
Scurry Tail Sam. Oh, Scurrying Sam.
They called me Slaughtering Sam. And as you might imagine, I didn't earn many friends with that name.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
not very cute at all.
Yeah,
it
they
ain't.
cute.
I didn't feel cute neither. I felt like an evil bastard. And that ain't a good feeling.
Did she not say she loved to see her followers die in front of her? Yeah, she kills her followers. She likes to have that power over other people, but she doesn't like other people having that power over her. She likes to abuse them, use them, do things to them that they don't want. In this case, they want to die for her. And like she drains them of blood and kills them. But she doesn't like the idea of her losing that control. So it's really a control thing for her. She's got that thing. But helping her now could potentially save people from a ticking bomb. Yeah, probably.
I didn't say I liked being a monster. It just makes me feel safe.
Yeah, that's her way of controlling her life, is to create this monster mask and behave like a monster so people do not like her or trust her, but they are attracted to her because she is dangerous and interesting and unpredictable. But by doing this, she's also keeping them at arm's length. So she's not connecting with her humanity or something like that. Well, if all else fails, steak doused in garlic. Exactly. But we're also a vampire. I'm not sure we could touch the garlic, you know?
Then let's find a way to help you feel safe without calling yourself a monster then, huh? But keep going.
If I want to be safe, I should show them what a monster I really am from the safety of my lair.
Should, Stephen.
Well, why should you show them what a monster you are?
So that they'll know to stay away, of course.
And is that the only way people will stay away?
It's the way I know. I used to put severed heads outside my
Wow.
cottage, but the policemen don't like that very much.
I bet they don't like that, yeah.
So what if I said you should protect yourself by putting severed heads outside your place again?
I'd say you should learn otherwise. The police can be very mean.
That's what I mean. Should doesn't allow a lot of wiggle room. It might seem like it's just words, but them words can lock us up tighter in a bank vault. But let's keep talking.
Living alone is the life I know, anyway. Well, I've known for millennia. I can't survive in society now.
Okay. So that's a sort of an extreme, but it's also I can, so kind of a control. I don't know. What is this? I guess it's Nosferatu thinking. Wolfie. You think it's control? I can't survive, yeah. Maybe? No, it's not.
The ancient vampires are very few. I can tell you with some certainty that your client is very good at hiding her true capabilities, perhaps even from herself.
I don't think I had guessed it. It's probably disqualifying to positive it.
Living alone is the life I know, anyway. Well, I've known...
You know, you're what, some 1,800 years old? You're older than any government on Earth. You've seen the world change in ways none of us could dream of. Hell, you basically won the internet, and I can barely open up my Vmail program. You're way more capable than you're giving yourself credit for.
I suppose that's true. But I'm not very good with real-life people. Unless I'm eating them.
Well, you're doing good with me right now, and you're not eating me, so we're doing good.
You're still disqualifying the positive by canceling out all them skills you got. You can use all that modern lingo I've barely even heard of. You dab fam?
Oh God, don't say that, old man. What?
That was ages ago.
See what I'm saying?
You are very clever, sweetling. It is easy to forget how small and weak mortals are. The world is a big place full of things that might try to hurt me.
Now that's another thing I've just realized. This guy's like not even 200 years old or something. She's 1,800 years old. It kind of feels like, how can someone this young be able to help someone this old? And then that brought me to the thought of like a therapist can be like 20 or 30, well, more likely 30 years old or 40 or 50 years old. And then they help people who are older than them sometimes. How do you do that? How do you help someone that's older than you? Like, it feels like people who are older think that they necessarily know better somehow. I don't know how that would work. How can you have more knowledge and experience to be able to help someone that is so much older? But I guess in this case, older and stuck in their ways, obviously, but still.
Well, before you face the world, why don't we start with your neighborhood? Let's start slow. Take a walk around your block, 15 minutes a day. Just spend a little time outside looking at the moon.
Therapy is ultimately offering a different perspective, and anyone of any age can do that. Yeah, I guess you're right. That's the thing that we did earlier in the session today was the therapy guy told us that it's about just helping the person face reality. They are all in their own little inner worlds, and their issues limit their ability to see outside those inner worlds, and we're just there to make them think about things differently. So I guess it's a different perspective. You're right. It's a good point.
I suppose if anyone tries to hurt me, I should be able to kill them or enslave them.
I mean, yeah. I like to see you play this again, by the way. I'm invested. Me too. I want to see what's going to happen.
Very well, strange cowboy man.
You know stuffs, Wolfie? Yeah, I know you know stuffs.
I'll simply become a ghost. Then I can whisk myself up your bottom with a little ghost needle and poke at your guts.
No thanks. What?
I don't think it'll come to that. Just spend some time outside and see how you feel, and we'll talk again in a month. Sound good?
Oh, so we have probably 4 patients. Because we've seen about a patient a week, I think. So if we see her again in a month, it's like everybody is just going to come back. We're going to see each character come back.
Well, I suppose my followers outside must be eager to carry my coffin home. I promised I would eat them when we got there, so shouldn't keep them waiting.
That's weird.
Then, little mouse.
The followers just die. That's weird.
Ooh-wee.
Well done, my friend. You seem a little out of sorts. Are you quite all right?
I'm not.
She was something else.
Yeah.
Like so many of our kind, she simply struggles to adjust to a constantly changing world.
Yeah, it's not easy. I get that.
I think you will be of great help to her. She clearly likes you.
I don't want her to like me. Nope.
That's what I'm afraid of.
You are under my protection while you are here, Samuel. I guarantee no ghosts will travel up your posterior.
That's not reassuring.
You've done excellent work tonight. Please, relax downstairs. Summer will be here before we know it, and the nights shall become short once again. Rest in peace, my friend.
He says that every time. Rest in peace. I don't think I'm resting much in peace, to be honest. Okay, we're gonna talk to Crimson.
Darnation. I'm glad the kids here aren't glued to their little TVs. I wonder why that is. I'll bet Crimson knows.
Giddy up, little doggy.
I ain't heard that one in a while.
Truth is, I'm running out of cowboy terms. What can I get you, handsome?
How about a kind ear for my troubles?
You got a real old school way of seeing bartenders. But in this case, you're right. I am a good listener. Lay it on me.
I got this new client. I'll make you feel old.
Stir fry for dinner. That sounds so good. I don't know what to eat for dinner. I don't know. Maybe I'll order something. Maybe I'll be lazy and order something.
250-year-old man feels old, huh?
Yeah. But seriously, I thought I understood people, but she's from another time, like. I've been around a long time, and I ain't seen nothing quite like this internet. But my client lives there.
Yeah, she lives in that
you
world.
think you can't help her because you don't understand the internet?
Yeah.
I remember when the first steam locomotive showed up, and we thought, that's it. We've invented everything.
I want stir fry. Maybe that's what I'm gonna eat too. Maybe I'm gonna order stir fry.
Really?
I'll laugh all you like. Point is, I'm getting old faster than I ever have before.
I'm getting old faster than what? You don't get old faster, dude. What?
Here's the thing, cowboy. Nobody understands the internet.
I'm not a copycat. But you have really good ideas for dinner. What am I supposed to do? I did not even eat McDonald's the other day when you were talking about McDonald's. I ended up making an omelet or something. I don't remember.
I don't feel old yet, though. Still just glad to be alive, thanks to Andy's blood.
Yeah, she looks 30, but she's like 50 because she drinks Andromachos, the guy who teaches us. She drinks his blood.
Oh, yeah?
I know you've been curious about why I've been drinking vampire blood. You don't have to pretend. I've got a rare blood cancer. Andy's blood is what's keeping me alive.
That's got a darker twist than I was expecting.
Oh, I'm real sorry.
I didn't say I was dying. I said I had cancer. Stop making that face. I'm just glad I found Andy. Don't think I was quite ready to die.
Well, I, for one, am glad you're sticking around, Crimson.
Well, thank you kindly. So what'll it be, Sam? You ain't gonna dance?
No dancing. Nope.
No, I ain't gonna dance.
You owe me that story one day, cowboy.
Nope.
Here, have a little something I whipped up for Andy. Herbal blood tea.
Oh, what the hell is this?
No garlic, right?
No garlic.
Mighty kind of you. Maybe I'll take a nightcap. You have yourself a fine night, Crimson.
Are we gonna be forced into having another, like, blood partner again?
Adios, muchacho.
I think
No,
that's my
good.
last client for a while. My caseload's big enough. I'm starting to get overwhelmed. Maybe something from one of my books will inspire me. But then again, I could watch cartoons instead.
Read a poem.
I think I'll read a poem. I've got one I love. Carry one, Walt Whitman.
Walt
I
Whitman.
celebrate myself and sing myself. And what I assume, you shall assume. For every atom belonging to me, as good belongs to you.
That's a poem?
I loaf and invite my soul. I lean and loaf at my ease, observing a spear of summer grass.
Sounds like he's describing a cat.
My tongue, every atom of my blood, formed from this soil, this air, born here of parents born here, from parents the same, and their parents the same. I, now 37 years old, in perfect health begin, hoping to cease not till death.
It's not a cat anymore. 37 years old is too old for a cat, so it's just a person.
Creeds and schools in abeyance. Retiring back a while, sufficed at what they are, but never forgotten. I harbor for good or bad. I permit to speak at every hazard. Nature without check, with original energy.
Huh. Creeds in abeyance and creeds in school in abeyance. I permit to speak at every hazard. Nature without check with original energy. What does that even mean? In cat years, 37 is acceptable.
Just a little reminder that I'm still human.
Is that what it's about? That was a poem about being human? I guess.
I think that's enough action for one night. Time I got me some shut-eye.
I guess I don't like Walt
Good night, son.
Whitman. He's not my type of poet, I guess. At least it was not his most famous of poems, I don't think.
A fine evening to you, Samuel.
That's
How
true.
are you feeling tonight?
We did have... Whoa. Yeah, this one. This is the new entry. So I know the internet's been driving the mortals batty, but dang if it isn't affecting us vampires too. I've got a new client that has half the world watching her play video games online. What's that all about? Next thing you know, they'll be making cinemas where you stand behind the screen and watch folks watching the movies. The world sure is a strange place. I've actually seen that. There's a lot of like K-pop idols filming themselves watching movies where all you watch is the idol watching the movie because they can't show the movie. That's interesting. But they do that also on streams, I think. And he says that's it for new clients. And I'm grateful for that. I've been feeling a little cooped up here in the city. I'm taking a weekend trip to the mountains out in Harz. Gonna take the Autobahn. I'm past fearing death anyway. That's a good point. You should not judge a man on only one of his works. True. True. But if his style is consistent with this poem, then I probably will not like any of his other poems. But I could definitely read at least a couple more before I make my decision.
Not bad, not bad. A little overwhelmed, but I guess I kind of have a lot going on these days.
Indeed you do. The mind is an easy place to get lost in, is it not?
It is. It is a very easy place to
You
get
ain't
lost in.
kidding. Keeping all them cognitive distortions in my head and sorting through all my clients' problems ain't easy.
Yeah, that's the thing. A therapist has to help other people with their shit, but they also kind of need help with their own shit.
We
It's
are
hard.
not machines, Samuel. I believe you will find that you can never handle everything at once.
Just when React videos could not get any worse, yeah. There's a lot of things on the internet that we're doing these days. People in the internet are very interesting.
There is a term the mortals use these days. Multitasking. It's a kind of meta-control fallacy. Even we must handle thoughts one at a time.
Interesting.
I guess. I just hope I can concentrate on my own therapy with all this stuff bouncing around in my noggin.
This is when we have our own
I
therapist.
do not expect you to be an exception to the rule, my dear fellow. Let us see whether we can clear your head. I would like to introduce you to a ritual I have learned for stilling the mind.
I believe Walt Whitman lived alone in nature, and when the war came to his doorstep, he became a medic to help the injured soldiers, but he helped both sides because he was a humanitarian. That's interesting. There was a military movie about exactly that. A man who refused to kill, and then he wanted to be like a medic or something. I don't remember. I watched the trailer for that. But Hacksaw Ridge, I think, yeah, that's it. That was a really interesting premise. I haven't sat down to watch it though. It looks like it's the kind of movie that would make me cry so much. I would be so much of a mess after a movie like that.
This some kind of ancient vampire secret? Something the old ones gave you that's been lost to time? Something mortals could never imagine?
Oh, you haven't watched either? Yeah, it looks like it's a good movie though. I'm probably gonna have to sit down and watch it eventually because it really is intriguing.
No, it's just meditation.
Oh, I'm not good at meditation. I have tried. It's not for me.
That does not make the technique any less valuable. Now then, close your eyes. I will guide you through this process. Think of a place that brings you comfort.
Everybody close your eyes. Except Wolfie, because you're working.
I'd have to say the woods. I always liked being in nature.
Then imagine the woods and let your thoughts come to you.
The trick to meditation is not to try. If you don't try, you don't... What? If you don't try, you don't do it.
Be attuned to your body. Breathe, and you will be able to address your thoughts and clear your mind. Now close your eyes and begin.
Didn't you tell us to close our eyes before? What is happening here? Huh? First breathe in, press and hold. Then out. What? Watch as breathing slows down your thoughts. Last to clear a thought, hover over it. Okay.
I ain't cut out for this therapy thing. Andy sure is a tall glass of water. I miss my princess. I kinda miss farting.
What?
Focus, Sam, focus.
What am I supposed to do? Okay, I'm stilling my thoughts right now, okay? Okay.
Got a pretty mane.
It's
Wonder
complicated.
what's on Batflix. Should I hook up with Reinhardt?
What is happening? This is making me panic.
So
I don't
bad
like
at
this.
meditating.
It's making me panic.
Love from San Antonio, not New York City. Relax. Ain't no vampire hunters here.
It's so... I don't like this.
Is it you?
It's like I'm hearing voices. What? This is upsetting me. What? Okay, I think I'm doing it. It's really difficult to keep like doing the clicking. Breathe in.
How are you feeling now?
Ah, that was not good for my brain. That was too much multitasking for me. If you try to silence your mind, it will only end in frustration. Just allow. Also, there are different forms of meditation. Sometimes a walking meditation suits people that have trouble sitting for a time. For me, meditation just puts me to sleep. When my mind empties, it helps if you open your eyes for the clicking part. Yeah, my eyes were open, but I just didn't understand the timing of the holding the click and letting go of the click because the lungs didn't always react when I was clicking. I don't know. It was strange. And then all the voices at once just made me panic. I don't like this.
Yeah. All right. Fine, really. All them thoughts just feel like thoughts.
That's the important thing. It just has to be realizing that they're thoughts. They're not reality.
What sorts of things came up for you?
Well, I thought about my clients. I thought about all them cognitive distortions. My horse came up a lot.
Falling asleep is also a way to calm the mind, technically. I guess, yeah. It's just that I can't hold that moment before falling asleep. I just fall asleep. I don't know how to do it. I don't know how people do it.
Your horse?
Yeah, Princess.
Oh, that's a good name for a horse.
Back when I was alive. I still think about her every day. I can't really stop.
I understand. I have bonded with many horses in my own life, but it sounds as though the loss of Princess was particularly fraught.
Yeah.
I want a horse called Princess too.
Would you like to start there?
Not sure I'd like it. But seeing as it's come up, maybe we should talk about what happened to her. It's got a lot to do with my old gang.
Oh no, did they kill her?
I mentioned them before. Well, the Mystic Bastards was their name.
It's a stupid name.
They were the gang to join if you had nothing to lose, and I had nothing to lose.
That sounds like some Nosferatu thinking, my friend.
Oh.
Oh, I can see that now. But it turned out I still did have something to lose. And they took that from me to prove my loyalty. They took my princess,
No.
killed her in cold blood, and made me watch the whole thing. They made sure she saw me too.
No. Oh, that's giving me shivers. This is really sad.
Oh, Samuel, I am so sorry.
You don't even have to focus on thoughts because that's an easy way to get caught up in them. A better practice for people is to focus on other body parts. That's why walking meditation works well. You focus on your feet as they make contact with the ground or the sounds. That's something I should start. I should try to do that. That's a should statement. I want to try to do that. It would be interesting to try it. Maybe it would work for me.
I just stood there, watching her dying, with them big eyes looking at me like she knew I'd betrayed her.
Oh, no.
They knew what it would take to break me, and it's my fault for letting them do it.
Oh, no.
But Samuel, these Mystic Bastards, it sounds as though these loyalty tests were a cruel, mechanical part of their indoctrination process.
Mm-hmm.
These are the actions of a cult. They had no.
He is the one part of a cult.
Your princess.
Well, it sure as shit worked. They knew where to hit me, and it's my fault for letting it happen.
God damn, he is taking a lot of responsibility over this.
What they did, Samuel, had little to do with you personally. You were vulnerable, and they took advantage. This is what cults do.
You are not responsible for someone else's action, only your own. And if reacting to what they did and preventing them from killing your horse meant you would die, then it's kind of like a survival's guilt kind of thing. I don't know.
But Samuel, you are exhibiting a cognitive distortion known as personalization.
Personalization?
You are attributing the Mystic Bastard's actions entirely to your own supposed failings.
Oh, we have a new one, but it replaced another one. Which one did it replace? Control. Okay, it replaced the control fallacy, yeah. Huh. So is this idea that you are in control of other people's things, so you are responsible for their
While it is natural to grieve
actions?
for your horse,
Also kind of linked to control, I get it.
responsible is neither fair nor accurate.
Hold on a sec, my head's hurting.
Huh.
I can't hold on to all them distortions all the time. Ain't personalization a lot like a control fallacy?
Yeah.
An astute observation, Samuel. Personalizations are often a form of control fallacy. While control fallacies often manifest as a belief that you have more control over external events than is actually the case, personalization is a more specific tendency to believe that external events are reactions to you.
Interesting.
But let us leave control fallacies out of the picture for now. You are correct that keeping all distortions in mind at once is unrealistic. I would not interrupt your thoughts if I did not think personalization important. You are shouldering the blame for Princess's death. I can see that.
Well, if it ain't my fault, who else's is it?
The Mystic Bastards, of course.
Yeah.
Let me put it into perspective for you. I will make a series of statements, and you help me identify the personalization distortion.
You're attributing someone else's responsibility to their action to yourself.
I overslept in my coffin because I forgot to set my alarm.
That's something you're actually responsible for.
Bit Crimson's neck last night and missed the vein because I was distracted. It was entirely my fault.
Yes, it is.
Batflix raised my subscription price again because they knew I would pay no matter what.
What is this, though? You're attributing their action to your responsibility. I think that would be
Well,
one.
that's the personalization. Badflix has no earthly clue who you are. They just raise their subscription prices anyway.
Batchflix. I like how they changed all of the pop culture things
Just as
for
your
names
gang
within
planned
their
to
world.
isolate members from their former lives. Do you see the connection?
I guess so. I was just too stupid to see it at the time.
Ah, calling yourself stupid is what distortion?
Yeah, it's labeling. But I should have known anyway. I knew
I do the
Picrew was
same
bad
thing.
news. I just thought I was bad news too.
I just do the same thing. I will use labeling and then I'm just like, yeah, I just use labeling. Whatever, I'll keep doing it.
You should have known. That's another distortion of reality, Samuel.
All right, fine. Should statement, whatever. So what the hell am I supposed to do, Andy? Say nothing's ever my fault and I don't gotta know nothing?
Oh God, you're going into extremes,
I
dude.
was responsible for getting that beautiful horse killed. She trusted me, and if I'd been someone else, she wouldn't have had to die in that awful way.
I am not asking you to lie to yourself. Far from it. And I am not suggesting that you absolve yourself of all responsibility. But what would you say if a friend came to you with the same story? Would you tell them what they should have done? Would you call them stupid? You said yourself that you joined your gang because they were the gang to join if you had nothing to lose. I do not think this is a circumstance most people choose.
Yeah, I suppose.
Remember,
He needs a
Sam,
lot of help, this
we are
dude.
trying to reframe our thinking by clarifying these distortions. I know it may feel as though I am picking on you, but I am not.
He's using the same technique that we used on the playwright earlier, the actor. Interesting.
Let us forget what you should have done to make room for a different distortion. You are drawing a direct link from your emotion to the death of your horse. This is a distortion called emotional reasoning.
What? I've never heard of this one.
I understand the guilt you feel, Samuel, but your guilt does not act on its own.
Your guilt does not act on its
This
own.
terrible thing, it did happen. And some choices you made undoubtedly created the circumstances for it to occur. You are not blameless, but let us restrict your blame to what you have actually done.
I'm sorry. I get awful worked up when talking about my princess. You should have seen her, Andy. She had these eyes. She looked right into my tainted soul and still loved me.
Oh, that's a horse for you.
I understand, Samuel. We feel tremendous guilt when we fail an animal.
An
When we
innocent
look
of
at
any
reality,
kind.
it is not to dismiss our burdens, but to process them fairly. I would like you to understand emotional reasoning so you can see how emotions color our thoughts. Please listen, and call me out when I am using emotional reasoning. I feel anxious. Perhaps it is the garlic naan I smell from the Indian restaurant next door.
That is a normal reason to feel
The mood
anxious.
in my club is somber tonight. I am sure it is a reflection of my own dark mood.
So you are having an impact on the club? Would that be it?
That's the emotional reasoning right there. I don't think them folk in the club know too much about how you're feeling.
Exactly. Our emotions can feel all-encompassing, and that is purely biological. We are animals, Samuel. There is a small cluster of brain tissue at the base of the cranium that tells us we are safe or that we are about to die. The complexity of our existence is at odds with our biology, but we have the logic to recognize it.
Well, if reincarnation's a thing, I think I'd rather come back as a horse.
Good. Okay.
It is
That was a
indeed
bit random.
and a curse to have human complexity of thought.
Oh, in that sense. In the sense that life would be simpler as a horse.
No
Okay.
kidding. If I were a horse, I'd know better than to join any cowboy gang, let alone the Mystic Bastards. I'd be happy with a bag of oats and a field to run around in.
There are days where I wish life was that simple too.
How did you end up with the Mystic Bastards in the first place?
Well, like I said, I didn't have much choice. Nobody would have taken me in at that point, except a hangman, maybe. I wasn't a vampire yet, so hanging didn't sound too appealing.
Horses have main character energy. Yep. Lions too. You know, it's part of the animal kingdom too. Especially in the Lion King. That's in a way this is personalization, isn't it? Or at least control fallacy, that he didn't have a choice, that he had, you know, that was the
last
only
job I
outcome.
did got my brother killed, and after that, my wife left with my daughter, and I never saw him again.
We had a
Can't
wife
say
and
I blame
daughter?
her.
We had a wife and daughter? What?
I didn't have nobody. Ain't no surprise that a vampire gang would be the only people to take me in.
Aha, so that is how you turned.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. It wasn't pleasant. Not the candlelight and writhing body sort of affair you see in mortal vampire stories.
That is terrible, Samuel. The turning is never easy. How did they find you?
Never blood relatives. You little punter.
That job that got my brother killed, we partnered up with one of them Mystic Bastards for it. He knew where to find me.
And he knew you were vulnerable and that you had no place to go.
I've thought about that. Were they setting me up all along? Maybe. But whether they were or not, I really didn't have any place to go. I know when them wanted dead or alive posters go up, folk find dead easier and more fun.
Oh, God.
People saw me as outlaw scum when I was a kid, and there was no way they were going to be kinder knowing I was in a gang.
You know this for a fact. You are certain that no one would have any pity on you at all. That your only recourse was to join your gang?
Obviously, no, it's an exaggeration.
I guess I don't actually know that no one but the bastards would have taken me in. Sounds like a cognitive distortion, huh?
I think you see the patterns now. It may seem like pedantry, and perhaps it is, but pedantry is the search for ultimate truth.
Is it now?
Spoken like a true pedant.
Exactly.
It comes with being terrifyingly old. You discovered the cognitive distortion before I could point it out to you. It is a cognitive distortion similar to Nosferatu thinking. So let us put that particular distortion out of our minds for now.
Okay.
Yes, things were grim for you, but your experiences caused you to assume that there were none who would favor you with a kind eye. You were exhibiting the cognitive distortion of overgeneralization. The idea that
really?
no mortal could accept you.
Overgeneralization?
The truth made you vulnerable to the mystic bastard's approach.
Damn. Maybe you ain't wrong, huh? I should have joined the Foreign Legion or something.
Ha!
Dang it, should statement.
Again.
Your mind is not a cognitive distortion shooting gallery, Samuel. Cut yourself some slack. All we seek is recognition of our distortions, not perfection and not punishment. Let us test your ability to recognize overgeneralization. Then I believe we will have covered enough for tonight. Allow me to begin. Elder vampires are insufferable. They all think they know everything.
They all think they know everything. That's very overgeneralization.
Wait, ain't you an elder vampire? You don't seem like much of a know-it-all.
That's right, Samuel. Though in all honesty, I used to be quite insufferable myself.
I bet you were.
I aspire to be more patient these days. Let me continue. It seems to me that being a werewolf is pretty rough.
Isn't that just a joke?
Vampires from Transylvania all have funny accents. I want to suck your blood. Who talks like this?
Overgeneralization?
That seems like an overgeneralization, Andy. I ain't sure any of them ever sounded like that.
That's not stereotype vampires, exactly.
Pretty sure they all sound American these days anyway from watching bat flicks all the time.
Oh no. They do?
Correct, Samuel. I apologize for the offensive accent. It was employed only to prove a point. Well done, Samuel. Your ability to identify cognitive distortions continues to impress.
Well, people are secretly the therapist all along, I'm sure. They're giving you new cards for your future clients. Good way to jumble up Sam's head. My head, too. My head is all jumbled up at this point. None of the old stuff is going to apply anymore. That's going to fuck with my brain.
I do not ask you to absolve yourself of the things you have done. You did not have the tools to be mindful of the thought patterns that made you vulnerable to the mystic bastards.
It's about forgiving your past.
I have seen mindfulness take root in you.
Oh no, not mindfulness.
I hope this session has been helpful to you.
Just speaking from experience.
Yeah, I'm still sad. And still regretful about Princess. I think I'll always be. My not being mindful is what killed her. Every time I think about it, I just know I'm a terrible person who messes
labeling.
everything up. But I think the awareness helps.
It does. Then please tell me what cognitive distortion you just exemplified.
Labeling.
Was it emotional reasoning, overgeneralization, or personalization?
Oh shit. I thought it was labeling. Shit. Personalization?
It's personalization.
I'm all mixed up.
Princess' death wasn't something I directly caused. Just feels that way.
Good, Samuel. But you will also find it is also emotional reasoning to link your pain to Princess's death and an overgeneralization to say that you are a terrible person who messes everything up.
It's supposed to be a labeling. I'm getting these things mixed up now. I don't know.
Cognitive distortions are not a cudgel to beat yourself with.
2,000 plus yearly experience, it seems. Wolfie is ancient.
Yeah, I was gonna ask about that. If we're spouting cognitive distortions all the time, ain't my clients gonna be mad at my constantly interrupting them?
Probably.
You continue to impress. Yes, we cannot bully our clients with distortions. Thus, I find it is best to clear our minds and focus on a few during each session. Keeping endless distortions in mind is not easy for a therapist either, after all.
Yeah, let's focus on the most important ones. You don't look a day over 25?
I think we have done excellent work tonight, and I'm certain you've built up a thirst.
I'm sure.
This evening was emotionally intense. Ask Crimson for some scotch.
Drinking booze ain't exactly compatible with our biology, Andy.
By scotch, I mean Scottish blood. It's iron-rich and quite delicious. I age it in whiskey barrels.
What the hell?
That sounds pretty nice. I might just do that and call it an early night.
Aged blood is just clotted blood. It's not going to be a nice little drink, my dude.
As you wish, Samuel. Rest well, and do not lasso yourself so tightly.
It's going to be a sludge.
You are deserving of love, especially from yourself.
I'm just gonna leave before I get more embarrassed.
Huh?
Very well, Samuel. Rest in peace, my friend.
Let's see what's going to happen tonight. Is anybody else going to push themselves on us? Nope. Okay, good.
Samuel, greetings. You are seeing Dr. Drain again tonight, yes?
Oh, no.
That's right. I'm keen to see how
The
he's
Dr.
getting on.
Jekyll and
That
Mr.
fella's
Hyde
got himself
character.
Wrapped up real tight.
Do not expect too much change too quickly. It takes a while for thoughts to internalize, even when we know the truth of them logically. It took me only 2,800 years or so to internalize what I needed.
2,800 years? How old is this guy? What?
I don't think the doc's gonna be too keen to wait that long.
Was he a caveman?
I do not think he will have to. Unlike myself, he has you to guide him.
Sometimes you gotta make do with what you clot.
Oh gosh, I barely know what I'm doing, boss. I'm not sure I can keep track of all these new distortions I know about.
I do not expect you to. We humans are distortion machines, my friend. But let us ensure we address
He
Dr.
did say
Drain's
we
core
humans.
distortion.
Interesting.
You know what it is, don't you?
It's being a big old grumpus. See, that is exactly Dr. Drain. I think he was mostly affected by should statements. Like other people's expectations of him were really big for him.
That fella's a should statement machine, I'll tell you what.
I saw a trailer for the movie Hyde with Johnny Depp. He has a knack to play disturbed persons. I feel like he plays mostly the same character since like Pirates of the Caribbean. So I don't know. I don't think I'm going to be watching that. I'm not crazy about his movies anymore. Why am I yawning? Why are you? I'm not tired. I had coffee.
But I would like you to pick the rest to keep in mind, Samuel. Up until this point, you have addressed client distortions in small clusters. But now that you are aware of more cognitive distortions, you will notice them everywhere.
Noodle with the hot takes. Yeah, I mean, I'm a hot noodle. That's what it is. Cold noodles are not that good.
We must not use cognitive distortions as weapons to beat our clients with.
I'm gonna have to.
So pick 4 more to keep in mind during your session.
I'm gonna have like a noodle V2 model at some point. I'm sure. That's gonna be a good little inside joke at some point.
But what do I do if I detect he's showing the distortions I'm putting aside?
You do not need to address all of them, my friend. You will not catch every distortion, and if you did, I believe your clients would find you irritating. I do not alert you to half of your cognitive distortions.
Yeah, I see them though.
We know that Dr. Drain will exhibit should statements. What else do you think he will come to this session with?
I want to watch the, what's it called? The Fantastic Four movie that came out. I really want to see that movie. I don't even think I saw the trailer. I'm curious to see how they handle the Fantastic Four for a 3rd time. I hope they do it better somehow, or they at least, commit to it, because in the past they have not been bad. The Fantastic Four movies have been pretty good, but they always did not commit, and like they never really revisited with the characters. So hopefully this time they do it right and they keep committing to the same characters and actors. So him, should statements is a big thing for him, definitely. He will disqualify they don't even let me click on that. So control file IC is definitely one. And these 3 here. They don't even allow me to do the other ones. What? Okay, now they do? What? Oh, when I do on the side here, it doesn't detect, only on the middle. That's what was happening. Okay. What did I say he was? Control fallacy for sure. I don't remember these. Shit, I don't remember what they do. Fuck. Display the positive. Yeah, I think so. He would maybe overgeneralize, maybe, and Nosferatu. I don't know. Emotional reasoning was what again? Shit. Hope it ends with a fantastic foursome. What? They're family. No, that does not happen. They're family. At least two of them are like brother and sister, so nope, not happening. Also, not sure I want to see the thing in any sort of circumstance like that. What was personalization? It was a control fallacy. That was emotional reasoning, when you link your emotions to events outside of you, I think. Ah, shit. What was it? Personalization? Ah, shit. I don't remember. I'm all mixed up. I'll just click on this one. I have a hard time keeping the information straight in my head. I'm in trouble. I'm gonna go read them again. We have some new ones in here. Okay, these are the clients that we have in our notes. Dr. Drain. What are our notes? Addicted to plasma that makes him black out and do things he dislikes doing. He likes a logical approach. He doesn't sleep. He's irritable, maybe because he's not sleeping. Love should statements and maybe a fair amount of disqualifying the positive. So we did take that. Obsessed with work. Doesn't seem to like vampires. Next time I should figure out what the heck this plasma stuff actually does. Yeah. I didn't know we had like a whole session 1 note thing in there. I didn't even realize it before. We missed a trick by not having the Rock play the thing. That would have been funny. He was busy filming Fast and Furious 83. I have not been following on the Fast and Furious franchise in a really long time. I think after the Tokyo Drift one, it really did not interest me all that much anymore. Okay, her. Isabella does the things for life was meaningless because modern art is meaningless too. Apparently this Rise of the Space Walker, so that was Rise of the Skywalker or something, movie set her off. She's extremely high-minded, major issues with her former husband, thinks most people are corrupt, especially menfolk. Used to be a devout Catholic, not so much anymore. Likes to be in control, so she would have a control fallacy, maybe kind of focus. Maybe love of control fallacies. Next time I'll dig into the family stuff. Seems like there's a lot of anger there. For Edmund is afraid to get back into acting because he's afraid of getting anything but universal praise. Oh, anything but that would not be enough in his opinion. That's a good way to say it, yeah. Self-centered mindset, believes he determines what acting must be, diminishes the thoughts and opinions of others, champion gaslighter, tried to convince me I was attacking him, sees the world through theater. Next time I'd like to dig in on where all this comes from. Why is this fella so insecure? Mary is feeling overwhelmed by her followers on social media and their demands. She relies on them for food and help dealing with mortals. Talks about mortals as if they're all the same. Oh, that's overgeneralization, I'm guessing. Spends a lot of time online. Creates strong one-way attachments with her followers. Needs to get outside. Bad at boundaries. I think next time I should figure out why she's got such a simple view of mortals. Maybe she'd be better off if she didn't see them as ants. Yeah, so overgeneralization needs to be something she addresses so that she starts seeing them as individuals. Okay, well that's very good notes for next time. I'm going to be asked a couple questions about my clients. Okay, I want to see these new ones. Personalization. Did you know the term gaslighting comes from the 1940s film Gaslight? I knew it came from a movie, but I don't know more about it. I just know that it's about, like in that movie, the husband is making his wife feel crazy by questioning her reality to the point where she also starts questioning her reality. Like he just has this very big influence on her, something like that. That's my general understanding of it because I haven't watched it and I probably should. That would probably be a very good movie to watch to better understand this phenomenon. So what is personalization? Often we assume things happen because of us. Okay, personalization is a responsibility kind of distortion. We feel like we are the one responsible for the stuff happening. Heck, often they do. That's why we get tempted by personalization, wrongly linking external events to ourselves in cases where realistically there ain't no definite link. Sometimes people actually are out to get us, or we do cause events, but sometimes we're doing some personalization. Examples: the Vampire Country Club doesn't allow cowboy hats. They made that rule just to discriminate against me. Oh God, that is some victim mentality right here. Okay, the cattle got spooked and ran off. They must have been scared of my face, not the thunderstorm. That is taking it very personal. So I get the personalization now. And a vampire hunter found my lair. Something about me must have screamed, target me. Oh, so thinking that because you are the victim of something that you are necessarily asking to be a victim. That's interesting. It seems to be a more recent term that people throw about, but its roots are pretty old. Yeah. I did think it was real. Thought you were trying to gaslight about the origins of gaslighting. No, it is real. I've read about it. I've read about the origin of it. It's on Wikipedia also if you want to check it out. Oh God, Wolfie is not feeling that devious today. Are you okay, Wolfie? You have like a fever? Are you sure you might need some rest or a coffee or a Snickers because you don't feel like yourself? No, I'm kidding. And also last time I made up a definition, Noodle didn't believe me. I don't remember. But I might doubt you a little bit when you're always being a little trickster. So yeah, you reap what you sow, as they say, or the cry wolf kind of, not symbolism, but metaphor going on here. If you cry wolf all the time, we might, stop believing. Emotional reasoning is when we act like our feelings represent reality. Our feelings represent reality. I feel sad, so life is sad. I feel inadequate, therefore my relationship is inadequate. I can see this making sense. No matter how unhappy we are, feelings alone don't define the world. I asked Andy, ain't everything emotional reasoning? He said no, emotional reasoning specifically when we project our feelings onto the world. As a romantic, as a goth aficionado, I do feel like I do that a lot, where if I feel sad and I see the world outside is like raining, I will see a connection, and I like to do that a lot in my writing. So I do think that this can be a tool. This is interesting, but obviously don't use it in other situations. That could be bad. When you play Bioshock Infinite, I made up an origin story for fishnets and you doubted it and it hurt me to my core. But you just admitted that you made it up. So I was right to doubt you. I was right to doubt you. The world can feel like garbage when I feel like garbage, but that don't make it reality. All right, the examples. I get the shivers walking into this ghost town, so it's gotta be haunted. That's just the thing, though. It's true. I feel uncomfortable around them young vampires. They must be up to no good. Oh, that's a good one. I think I've had this thought before. I'm missing the point. What's the point? I don't want you to hurt to your core, so I guess that would be the point. I don't want you to hurt, but I still have to doubt when you're making shit up, This horse trader feels trustworthy, so he must be. Let's do the deal. That is also something I do a lot. I'm like, this person would not take advantage of me. Like, they look like they're trustworthy, so I will trust them. But that's how you kind of have to be in real life, because you don't know what's going on in people's mind. You have to just trust and hope that people are as good as you want them to be. You have to trust. I don't know. This is weird. That you should believe me regardless if it's true or not. That's gaslighting, my dude. That is gaslighting right there. Is worrying about ghosts in a world with vampires that emotional? Seems like a real concern. Exactly. These three to me do not feel like they're real cognitive issues. Because ghosts are possibly a thing. Young vampires are possibly a problem. And trusting people is not a bad thing. So I don't understand. I think it would be a better example if they said this horse trader feels untrustworthy, so he must be, let's not do the deal. doubting the trustworthiness of a person is more of an emotional reasoning because you feel insecure. You think you're feeling insecure means that the other person is untrustworthy, and for that reason you don't trust them and you don't do the deal instead of making, you know, a deal. I think that would make more sense. But in the positive, where you feel someone is trustworthy and you're following your gut, that's literally just that. Emotional reasoning is people who follow their gut feeling. And I think gut feelings need to be actually listened to, because oftentimes it's not a logical brain analysis of a situation. It's a feeling, and feelings should be trusted. No, I don't know. I don't agree with this one. I would not be a good therapist. And then the overgeneralization. Overgeneralization is when we take one or two experiences and then assume future experiences will always be the same. That's something I struggled with a lot as a teenager. Mortals overgeneralize when they think all vampires date high schoolers. That's a Twilight reference based on that one vampire book they read. We know that what we've experienced, but it's a distortion to think our experiences represent a pattern or the whole of something. So every time I play poker, I lose. I'll never win this game. I've seen a lot of people think like that. Transylvanians sure are creepy. So you're like putting everybody in the same basket. I knew a man who smoked a pack a day and died at age 96. I reckon tobacco's fine. He's like probably an exception to the rule. Okay, I'm going to try to understand those better, but I think I'm still not doing really good. My gut just tells me I'm hungry. My gut tells me a lot. My gut tells me if I should trust people, if I should trust myself, if I should make the decision or not. I think it's kind of like a body's wisdom kind of thing. It's hard to explain.
Very good, Samuel. I will leave you to it. Have confidence. It is well earned.
I guess I just gotta believe you. All right, Andy, I'll do my best.
You see, I'm following my gut. I just gotta believe you.
I know you will. I will see you after your session.
So if you have 3, then it's very real and always the case. Didn't know the 3rd time's the charm is a hard and fast rule of life. Right? If it happens twice, don't overgeneralize. If it happens 3 times, though, then you're allowed to overgeneralize. It's always going to be the same.
I think I'm ready. And here comes the man himself.
Most communication is body language and not verbal. Definitely. Which is kind of weird how our society has evolved to have these distant conversations like we're having right now. We're using an entire technology where you have absolutely no idea what my verbal language is, like my body language is just my verbal one. Obviously, mics are pretty good. You're picking up a lot of my emotions and the things that I want to convey through my voice, but you have no idea what my body language is saying right now. And my avatar, my little PNGTuber model it's not very expressive. So my voice needs to fit this character quite a bit before that character feels like me. And even then, it don't say much. She blinks, and then she kind of smile talks. It's not a lot to go on.
Dr. Drain, good to see you again. Yes, well, I wish I could say the same. I have not had the most productive month. Back on this productive wagon, huh? Last time we were talking about all them should statements.
For all we know, you could be constantly frowning because you hate us. It truly can't be anything. I am... How do you say that word again? It's squinting a lot. For some reason, when I play video games, I squint a lot, which is why my character often looks like her eyes are closed. It's because the camera detects my squinting as closing my eyes. And that's kind of a problem, but what can I do? As the wordsmith, this form of communication is preferred in olden times. I would just have a bunch of pen pals. Yeah, me too. Like writing a lot would have been really nice. Talk to everybody on paper. She 100% rolls her eyes at my puns. I don't, actually. I do not roll my eyes. It's a very infrequent thing that I rarely do. Grandma missing her glasses gaming. Yeah, that's me. I'm the grandma. I do not need glasses. I don't wear glasses. But sometimes I wonder why the fuck I squint so much. I don't know.
Yes, exactly. And what a waste of time that was. I took what we spoke about to heart, you know, like a fool. But the should statements, as you so tritely put them, were the only thing holding me together. You ignored the addiction problem I came to you with. Nay, worse, you told me it was fine. And oh, how eager I was to test that theory. I have partaken of my awful plasma almost every night. I am more monster than man now.
I didn't tell you to partake in your drug more often, my dude. I don't think that's what we did. Is your screen brightness just set to max? I don't think so. I think it's just the normal brightness.
Sounds to me like we could be having a fruitful conversation about moderation.
When I was younger, I signed up for a pen pals website. I had to do some pen pal stuff in school, but never of my own will. Let's go with that. Well, I did have some pen pals but they were more like Skype pals, not so much pen pals, to learn languages. It was a really cool website that I had found where you could meet up with someone of the language you wanted to learn, and they would meet up with people with languages that they wanted to learn from. And so I would speak English to them, they would speak Japanese or Korean with me, so we could both practice. But I found it so much easier to speak in English the entire time that I did not get as much practice as they did with me, unfortunately.
I have a better idea. Seeing as you do not understand the gravity of the situation, I will make you understand.
I hate this guy, he's so mean.
This is the plasma I've spoken of. Pure vampiric essence. I will show you how should statements are the remnants of our humanity. We should not be so quick to cast them away.
Huh? What is this? Is it a should statement? Is it that simple? I don't know.
I agree with you that should statements are human, but that don't make them universal.
Okay, I was right.
That's the point I'm trying to make. There's lots of ways to live, Doc.
We sort of told him to. We were very much like, you say you should stay away from this stuff, but if you like using it, why shouldn't you? The pusher therapist. Yeah, we told him to take the drug.
That is exactly the problem, Sam. We don't live. And this is the result most dire. Witness the wages of our sin.
The wages of...
Now hold on a sec, Doc.
Is he gonna take the drug in front of us?
Time for caution is over.
Oh no.
Goodbye, Sam.
We're gonna meet his alter ego.
What in hell?
Oh. Yeah, he seems happier in this state.
Does it feel good to be alive? And who are you, darling?
It really is a second personality. Interesting.
I'm Sam. I'm your therapist, Doc. You know that. My therapist! Oh, how wonderful. How absolutely pathetic. A vampire therapist. Oh, what a sad, pathetic waste you are, Dr. Drain.
Oh, he's Lord Luridus. Lurid is in his name. I could see that.
Allow me to introduce myself, then. I am Lord Luridus, and unlike that sad sack of quivering shit you've been talking to, I am a vampire.
How did I know his name? I saw his name right here. That's where, the game gave me his name too quickly, is what happened.
I kill, I drink, I fuck, and I'm dead sexy.
I mean, it's not wrong. What am I commenting on? His clothes changed, his posture changed. He doesn't have glasses. Let's go on with the glasses. Now, how did he know the doctor's name? I think they probably share more than both of them want to admit, is my understanding. They are the same brain and body. They both want to pretend that they are completely separate, but I have a feeling they might not be.
Weren't you wearing glasses before? I don't need glasses. Reading is what people do when they can't find anyone to fuck, which is not a problem I face.
No, but that does mean you see the world quite blurry, my dude. So even the people you fuck, as you say, you don't see them very clearly. So what the hell? Because he asked who he was to start. Yeah, I know what you mean. I think there was a bit of a little writing mistake in there, but I'm trying to pretend it didn't happen somehow.
You're missing out, fella. I got into reading after I died, and there's whole worlds to discover in books.
Oh God, we have such a healthy little cowboy dude here.
Oh, you're so fucking boring. There's a whole world to discover up my arse as well.
I mean, is that an invitation?
Well, you don't have to be so crass. Yes, I see it in your eyes. You're afraid, aren't you, American? Your Puritan blood chills at the sight of me.
Bookworms catching strays, including Noodle. Yes, yes. We are all catching strays from this guy, but I kind of don't take anything he says personally. He's an extreme character.
Maybe I'll
Caricature.
warm it up before I drain it from you and turn you into a husk with a stupid hat.
My hat isn't stupid.
I wouldn't try it. I'm not you, though, am I? And I am always hungry. I suggest you stay
Ooh.
right where you are.
What a therapist. We have a gun? What kind of therapist are we? What the hell?
A vampire with a gun? Oh, how our kind have fallen. What are you going to do, cowboy? Kill me?
I mean, you can't kill your patient, dude.
Nope, but I can make sure the next few months ain't fun for you.
Ow.
Oh, how very kind of you to care about me, darling. It'll be our dear Dr. Drain who suffers. But I need the little worm for now, so I suppose I'll let you live.
Yeah, he does all the shit, and the other alter ego lives all the consequences, I guess. So that's an interesting deal to have with a person.
Mighty kind of you. Now you just settle on down and we're gonna have a chat. Ugh, talking. We are animals. We are not meant for talking, but very well.
Dr. Drain. Oh, yeah. Dr. Drain and Lord Luridus are the same person. That's the patient's name. Our name is Sam something.
At least give me something to drink.
We're not a doctor.
I
We
can
have
rely
no
on your
degree.
piteous human blood to do me that kindness, yes? All right, but I'm watching you, hombre.
That's okay. It's
Look
like,
all
you're supposed to be
The
working,
show
you
is
said.
free.
This guy's got too much confidence for his own good.
This is better than the swill I usually prefer. I'm more of a quantity over quality sort of creature.
Good for you.
Yeah, I know your kind. I used to be a lot like you. And I suppose now you are just as repressed as the sad creature that exerts control over this luscious body of mine.
He is very self-absorbed. What the hell?
I'm more free than I've ever been, but don't you worry about me. Let's talk about you. You're going to psychoanalyze me. I live according to my nature. You might as well interview a lion.
Maybe we should.
Yeah, we'll see about that. I'm sure you are the way you are for a reason. You're not wrong about that. You know the answer already. Dr. Drain needs me. I am what is missing in his own life.
Oh man, I don't know what this is. Shit. Is it overgeneralization? Nope. Oh
This
shit.
Lord Lourdes seems to have a very egocentric view of the world. How would you classify this?
An alter ego is usually created from what the main ego represses. Exactly. So Dr. Drain is very logic-oriented, brain-oriented. What other people's expectations of him are is exactly what dictates what he does. And this guy is the opposite. He is just everything else. He is the body, not the mind first. He is loss of control. And now he's saying seems to have a very egocentric, so personalization, I
You're
guess.
not wrong about... You think this is all about you, but you're damn wrong. It's about Dr. Drain. Please. The man could die. Has died. And it hasn't made a damn bit of difference to anyone. Without me, he barely even has an existence. Poor fool. His penis was nearly mummified when I got hold of it.
You got hold of it? Okay. I'm not sure I wanted to know that. The chill before the Netflix. Yeah, he's the chill, certainly.
Okay, that's gross and also wrong. Dr. Drain existed long before you did.
Most people have the same issue, although it's not so pronounced as an alter ego. However, what we repress manifests itself in other ways, like anger and frustration. Yeah. Or self-hate, self-loathing will also be a thing. A lot of holding back, a lot of feeling like you're not enough, that sort of thing. I think most people have that. their true self. What is it? There's a term for it. It's the shadow, I think. The id. I'm getting really mixed up in my psychology and philosophy. It's been a while.
If you call that an existence, I am his hidden strength. I am his true essence. He is nothing without me, which he already realizes.
That's why it's important to have an outlet for all your emotions. Yeah. And those outlets can be so many different things. Talking to people, playing video games to externalize some things, some conflicts that you have, writing, journaling, going into nature. They're all things that can work to connect with your true self. Typically done alone, I think. It's easier to find your true self when there's no other people to observe. His outlet is fucking, yep. His outlet is yep. It's feeling good in his body. I'm not sure whoever he has fun with is also, you know, quite as into it as he is, from what I understand. He's very much absorbed in his own experience of it and not his partner's. I'm his hidden strength. I'm his true essence. He is nothing without me, which he already realizes. I would say that this is Nosferatu, but I don't think we have Nosferatu right now. So I guess overgeneralization? No. Control? Maybe? Control. Ah, shit.
Lord Lourdes seems to believe Dr. Drain is a completely insignificant part of his existence. Is this true, Samuel?
What?
I am his...
I don't know what I'm supposed to do.
Lourdes seems to believe Dr. Drain is a completely insignificant part of his existence. Is this true, Samuel?
I don't know. It's not control. It's not overgeneralization. What the hell? What is it then? I don't think I have the word for it. It's not a should. It's not... Maybe it's a positive? He's disqualifying Dr. Drain's positive? Oh.
A lot of who you are is because of Dr. Drain. You know that fella denies himself a lot, and you do all them things he refrains from. Besides, didn't he make that plasma you sprung from? Do you know? You're absolutely correct. Very well. I'll give the little twerp his credit. He did bring me into existence, and what a wonderful existence it is. Were you aware that vampires possess absolutely no gag reflex? I can prove it.
I did not want to know that, my dude. Let's move on.
But I'm not your client. That little rat man in tweed is. Of course he would deny himself the pleasure.
Mm-hmm.
You hear him talk about what he should do, but the sad creature cannot do those things. He should give in to me, and thanks to you, he has begun to.
Shit. Control fallacy? I don't know. It's control. No, it's not.
Condemns Dr. Drain's
He completely disarms me.
Listen carefully, Samuel.
So that's still a should? Really? Does that imply the doctor has the hots for Sam? I think this game assumes everybody has the hots for Sam for some reason. You learn something new every day, yeah?
You hear him talk about what he should do, but the sad creature cannot do this.
Oh, he should give me. I did not even see the should in the should statement. God damn.
His shoulds with your shoulds? I think that proves there ain't no such thing as a should everyone agrees on. But my shoulds are so much more entertaining. His have only bred him hundreds of years of pathetic existence.
That's your judgment of his existence. Maybe he's super happy and he doesn't feel pathetic.
Well, that don't make a damn bit of difference. I bet there are vampires a hell of a lot more depraved than you who think you should be doing things differently.
That's probably true.
Really? Oh, you must introduce me. If there are holes I don't know about, I should very much like to know where they are.
Mm-hmm.
How old are you anyway? Dr. Drain's been summoning me for 14 years now. Oh, things are starting to make a lot more sense.
Yeah.
You certainly sound like a 14-year-old.
He does sound like a 14-year-old. That makes all the sense right now.
The transformation has already begun. I will subsume him. His body and his mind will belong to me completely, and Dr. Drain will cease to be.
You see, my conclusion at the very, very beginning of the stream that these two should, that's a should statement, but still, they must combine so that neither of them represses the other and they kind of find a balance. I think that that's literally the outcome. He wants to subsume the other one wants to subsume him. And by both trying to subsume each other, they will end up a bit more of an equal, you know, spread of both. Control fast?
You're awful
Okay.
confident about that. But I got
They
bad
should
news
kiss?
for you.
Exactly.
You don't control Dr. Drain. He controls you. Oh, darling. The little doctor controls nothing at all, least of all himself. Make no mistake. He shall be mine. Oh, yeah? And how do you know that? I know the little wretch far better than you do. He hasn't changed in centuries. Was he in therapy then? No. Only in the modern age do we make do with such delusional exercises. So not everything he does is predictable. I don't think you got a good reason to be so confident. Are you trying to fill my head with doubts? Do you even think that such a thing is possible?
Maybe.
There is no such thing as doubt for beings such as we. We live or we die. That's all. And I will live.
It's why people don't feel complete and they look to others to complete them when in fact it's down to them denying facets of their personality and emotions. That's a good take. That's an interesting take. Most people look for what we're missing in other people. We admire it in other people and we think we are not capable of it, that we have no control over who we are, but we do. If we admire something in someone else, we should not try to be a friend or in a relationship with that person. We should try to bring that part of them inside of us and make it a part of us. Take inspiration from people and, you know, try things out and have the most complete personality that we can have. That's an interesting idea.
I notice a funny way you and Dr. Drain talk about each other.
Give me the
As though
identity
you're
theft.
totally
That's
different
not...
people. You really think that's true?
That is not the take you're supposed to get from this. What? Everybody, let's commit identity theft. Yep, there you go. That is it. That's what we got to do now. Whose identity should I usurp now? That's the question. There's so many options.
Have you spoken with our pathetic little doctor? You know, he doesn't drink real blood. That's why he's so weak. Hold on, how's he even alive if he's not drinking blood? Oh, the little ball of shame didn't tell you. He's not even a vampire. He drinks that synthetic trash he produces instead of real blood.
Okay, so that what? Happy jealous of somebody. If I am that somebody, brilliant. Exactly. But isn't that envy in another way? Like if you're like, oh, this person has what I want, therefore I will take it by becoming them. It's kind of an envy kind of solution. Maybe it is inside of you and you don't need to take their identity. Everything, every option, every possibility is inside everybody, for the most part. Where money allows, I'm gonna add. He's not even a vampire. He drinks that synthetic trash he produces instead of real blood. What is this? Is this personalization? No. It's not a should statement. Control fallacy? No.
Lord
Shit.
Lurtis seems keen to diminish Dr. Drain, but is his assessment fair or logical?
So it's disqualifying the positive.
Oh, the little ball of shame didn't tell you. He's not even a vampire. You can't just discount everything about Dr. Drain just because he doesn't drink fresh blood. The guy's managed to live for 430 years. He's got to be doing something right.
Yeah. A vegan vampire. Well, I guess all vampires are vegan at heart because they don't enjoy a steak. Yeah, they don't eat meat. They just drink from the meat. It's weird. If I kill a person, I'm not envious of anybody. Solved. That's one way to go about it. Vegan vampire sounds like a webtoon. It does indeed. You're right.
Besides, let's say you get your wish.
It could be a
and
fun
everyone
one.
just becomes vampire food. Where are you gonna get blood when everyone's dead?
Wasn't there a movie that was all about that though? I think it was called The Little Vampire. And it was the story of this family who moves to a place and they meet a little boy vampire. And his whole family are a kind of vampire that drinks only from cows and animals instead of humans. So that is kind of the equivalent of a vegan vampire in that world. You don't know about webtoons. It's a comic. It's just an online comic for free. No, it's not a webtoon called Little Vampire. It's a movie called Little Vampire. And I might be translating the name from French because I think I watched that in French. I'm not sure it's the same name. Yeah, it is a 2000s film. Yeah, The Little Vampire. After he moves to Scotland with his parents, only child Tony struggles to make friends at his new school, but he is bullied and picked on by the other boys and has little hope of overcoming his miserable new life. Then he meets Rudolph, Roller Weeks, a kid vampire with whom Tony becomes very close. But when Rudolph's life and the future of the vampire race are threatened by a ruthless vampire hunter, Tony must find the courage to save his best friend. God, I love that movie as a kid. That was a good movie. My Little Vampires. I know I was saying the movie. I didn't hear you say the title. Oh, yeah. It's The Little Vampire.
Well, you raise a valid point. Perhaps I'll start a mortal farm. Yes, that's it. They'll walk on all fours and be completely naked at all times.
He wants a nudist beach to himself.
I'll milk them each day and raise stud mortals.
What? I recognize the description. I don't think I saw it though. I watched that movie so many times as a kid. We recorded it and then watched it over and over. Me and my sister.
Oh, this has possibilities. Why, thank you, darling. Brilliance can come from such unlikely places.
That's the highest praise he could ever give me. And I'm not happy that that's about raising a stud farm of people.
Dang, I wish I hadn't mentioned it.
You think nudists walk on all four? I mean, it's a nudist beach where he asks people to walk on all fours. I think. My sister would watch Monsters, Inc. over and over. I've never watched Monsters, Inc. Is that the one like it's the Bratz dolls, but like they're Monsters Bratz dolls? No, it's the one where Mike Kowalski, what's his name? Mike Wazowski. It's something like that. I forget. With the big blue teddy bear guy. Yeah, I remember Monster Inc. now.
Why so shy, darling? You must have more experience.
Yeah, there,
than the
Mike
dear
Wazowski.
doctor. I wouldn't be surprised if you were a 400-year-old virgin. If it weren't for me, his cock would have shriveled up like a raisin.
You don't need to talk about dicks all the time, dude. Like, there's other topics, my guy.
I think I'm gonna surprise you, Lord, whatever you're calling yourself. But I think you're right. Dr. Drain does need you.
They also made a sequel called Monsters Academy. I don't think I watched that one.
But like it or not, you need him too.
Yeah, talk about other topics. Dicks, balls is another option. The other one earlier was vulvas. Everybody's just talking about sex parts at this point.
How very bloody dare you? What possible use could I have for a little turd like him? I am an animal, pure and perfect. I don't care what anyone thinks of me.
He is a problem. He is a danger. God damn. It was decent, but not as good as the original. It never is as good as the original. Every time they make a sequel, they always think they can milk that franchise and they always ruin it. I've rarely seen anything good as a sequel. Like The Matrix, the first one was great. Everything else that came after, I'm not too, convinced about it. It's always the same. You can never recreate the perfection of the initial art. Well, all the Toy Story stories are great. I don't remember any of the others. I remember the first one. And the Back to the Futures, I don't remember anything about the Back to the Futures because I was very young when I watched them and I was not much of a fan, I guess. I don't know. I just know there's a crazy doctor. That's it.
Vampires ain't animals, not even the worst of us. The moment we learned to talk and reason, living like beasts was out the window. What a strange creature you are. You dress like a buffoon, but speak like a philosopher.
That is a very good question, my dude. I do dress like a buffoon. No, I don't. And speak like a philosopher. I'm not sure about that. Get Out. Back to the Future was my fave movie as a kid. I mean, you're allowed to have bad taste. No, I'm kidding. You're allowed to like what you like. It's just that was not the movie for me. I never understood it. I don't know. I didn't connect with the main character's, goals or something. You only watched the third Toy Story? I don't think I know what the story of the third one is. I just gave Wolvie an aneurysm. Sorry, I didn't mean to do that. I hope you're gonna be okay.
The buffoon is the more admirable of the two. At least he's honest.
Oh, this guy thinks buffoon
You
is
and
honest.
Dr. Drain lie and lie and lie to justify your existence.
He's a
It's
very
ridiculous
intense
to
guy.
suggest that I need him. What could I possibly need him for? When I tire, I sleep. When I lust, I fuck. When I thirst, I kill. As it should be.
Shit statement?
There it is again. That simple thinking and them shoulds that are only yours. Come the hell on. You think we vampires should just go on autopilot? Fuck, sleep, kill, repeat?
I mean, that's kind of what people do too, not just vampires.
Well,
Except the killing
naturally,
part.
we should ensure that those things are fun. Otherwise, what's the point in doing them? That's it right there. I agree with you entirely. About time. I'll remove my clothing then.
What?
Or perhaps I'll remove yours.
Nope. Nope.
Not so fast. You're missing the point. If we're doing these things because they're fun, well, everybody's got their own idea of fun.
Sure.
That's our human experience at work. Like me, for instance. I'm more of a high intimacy kind of lover. Oh, boff. You managed to make even delightful things seem so heinous. I'm only speaking the truth. What makes you so damn sure you know what being a vampire is anyway? Why do you think you've got it all figured out? Lie to yourself all you like, darling. We're all alike. I know what you crave.
He is very good at thinking what he feels is what other people should or do feel. So I think that's personalization. Shit.
Lourdes knows every vampire on Earth, or he
It's
is
also
exhibiting
overgeneralization.
cognitive distortion.
Yeah.
Lie to. There's loads of us vampires out there, all with different experiences. You really think we're all the same? We are animals, darling. Like all depraved animals, we exist to ensure we continue to exist.
Wow, that is
Not,
reductive
we
as
embrace
fuck.
oblivion. Well, that's a heck of a jump. We ain't powerless against our baser instincts, far from it. We can be better people. We can live in harmony with others. It is utterly pointless to fight our natures. Oh, that poor mortal had a family. Who gives a damn? I'm thirsty. That poor mortal must consume in order to live, and so must I. He simply pretends not to enjoy it. I don't need to do any such thing. I love to kill. I love the taste of blood. Why would I love it if it weren't the only way to live?
God damn, that's an intense dude for sure.
Point is, you're gonna get real fucking bored if you don't find a reason to do what you're doing. Do you think I need a purpose? That's a mortal concern. I don't need a fucking legacy. I need blood. The only thing I should do is what I was made to do.
Should?
You're just as bad as Dr. Drain with all them should statements. He keeps talking about what he shouldn't do, and you keep talking about what you should do.
Oh, yeah. It's two opposites. That's a good point.
You both act so damn sure of yourselves. You're so damn sure blood is all you need. Oh, did I forget to mention all the fucking?
No, you did not forget to mention that at all, my dude. At all.
No, but hombre, you live forever. Food and sex is enough for animals. They got short lives. They get threatened and they die real quick. I know a lot of vampires who live like animals, and every single one of them is lost.
Well, that is an overgeneralization from my own self right now.
Like him or not, Dr. Drain is your reason for living. Hell, if he didn't make this plasma stuff, you'd still be buried deep somewhere in his head. Fuck you. Dr. Drain is a pathetic little liar, and I will destroy him. That's what he wants. Then I'll come for you.
No, don't do that.
If you're gonna kill me, you'd better be a quicker draw than I am. You wanna try your luck,
What kind of
compadre?
therapist am I? What kind of therapist pulls out a gun like this?
No need. I do thirst, though, and I smell something downstairs. I smell mortals and virgins. Oh, how delicious. You've been holding out on me, cowboy.
can you smell that specifically? That's weird.
You can drink what's in that bottle till Dr. Drain comes back. I ain't letting the likes of you near them people.
Okay, at least I'm protecting people. I'm glad about that.
At least you're aware enough to know that I am a ravenous beast.
You think you are, therefore you will behave like a ravenous beast, but that doesn't mean you are a ravenous beast. That would be labeling if I still had the tag for labeling.
And beast that I am, I must kill.
Dude, can you freaking calm down?
You will do no such thing to my mortals. Restrain yourself.
Thank you, Andromacos.
Oh, now who is this beautiful morsel?
Someone who could fucking destroy you.
I am far older than any blood you have ever tasted, whelp. Do not dare to think you can overpower me.
Don't threaten me with a good time, daddy.
I will keep this poor animal contained, Samuel.
What?
You did excellent work in handling him.
What?
Deserve some rest. I will meet with you later.
He literally came in to save the day and destroyed any sort of sense of control that we might have in this situation. We have no more authority. He took away everything from us. How dare you do that, mister?
If you're sure.
Do not worry. I have no need to hurt him.
Well, now I'm just disappointed.
He likes
All right,
pain?
Andy,
Okay.
I'll talk to you later. And Lord Lurid, or whatever your name is, think about what we talked about, huh? Dr. Drain's got something you need. Oh, Vom, get out of here already. Not you two.
We just run away from this situation. I like it. We were not in control in this conversation.
Tornation. Barely walked out of that one alive. And I thought therapy was just talking.
Let's go see. What do we have? Okay, this is our session 2. Dr. Drain transformed into Lord Luridus during our session today. That dude has got some issues. Luridus hates Dr. Drain, and Drain hates him. Luridus loves what Drain rejects, blood and sex. Luridus believes in acting like our animal selves without apology. Where Drain is scientific, Luridus is unscientific. Luridus is extremely confident. I gotta talk to Dr. Drain about where this Lord Luridus comes from, and see if I can't get these two fellas speaking the same language. That's going to be intense. I want to see if we have any notes on our day yet, or if that's going to be tomorrow. Oh, well, we shit. Okay, so we did have something that I forgot to read. I had a great weekend. I really needed to get out in nature again. I saw a whole bunch of funny birds I never saw back home and just enjoyed staying out under the stars. When I did run into mortals, they didn't speak a lot of English, but they could definitely do the accent. I guess they think all Americans sound like me. I couldn't get too close to them though, so I had to live on local wildlife blood. I drank from a boar, not bad, but could have done without the bristles. I'm back in Leipzig now, just learned 3 more cognitive distortions. I think I'm getting the hang of this thing. I am not. I'm not.
I could use a drink.
I could use a drink too.
If it isn't the Lone Ranger.
Hey, Crimson.
You look a little down, cowboy. Have a shot.
I don't mind if I do.
Rough one tonight.
Well, you could say that. My client went a little feral. Tried to attack me.
That ain't good. I hope you booted their ass out.
No, Andromachus did it.
Well, here's the thing. He wasn't himself. The fella, he can't stand being a vampire, so the vampire comes out in nasty ways.
Don't put yourself into too much danger, cowboy. Cleaning up a pile of ashes isn't my idea of a good night. So what? He just went and turned into a monster?
More or less. Went from a restrained fella to a hedonist beast.
How do you think you handled it?
Poorly.
Not well. That fella was ready to pounce from the second he showed up. I ain't proud of this, but I pulled my gun.
Yeah, I did. That's
I
not
thought I'd do
good.
that to a client.
Exactly.
Don't go giving us Americans a bad name, Tex. I'm not happy about having that thing in my establishment at all.
I know. I got scared. He was threatening your customers, Crimson.
A gun isn't gonna fix that. You keep that thing in your holster, you hear?
Yeah, agreed.
Yes, ma'am.
You're better than that. If you're gonna help this guy, you help him like Sam Walls would.
And how's that?
People like talking to you, cowboy. They can't help sharing their lives with you. Whatever it is about you, folks are always going to prefer talking to you over killing you.
I surely do hope you're right.
You know my big secret already. I wouldn't have told it to you if I didn't believe in you.
Well, that's mighty kind of you, Crimson. I'm humbled.
Quit it with the all shucks stuff. Now you're just trying to be cute.
Oh, not those two. No.
Success visit.
Oh, hey, it's my little buddies. How's it going, kids?
Bad.
I'm
Oh,
sorry
no.
to hear that, Maxie. What's going on?
Make some room, Kinder. I've got customers to serve. Go talk in the kink room.
Why?
Would you like to chat in the kink room, Maxie?
I would like that very much.
Oh no.
So what's going on, Maxie?
My boss yelled at me today and made me sad.
They're all secretly hoping that Sam will write a Cowboy Legend song about them. I get it. I want one too. What's a Cowboy Legend song? Is that like Big Iron, the song from the Fallout? Like, that was a really fun song. I like a song with a story like that.
Well, what happened?
Someone injected a malicious SQL query into our API and used it to execute code. We did not have our queries parameterized, so they were able to drop the user table entirely.
What the fuck does that mean?
I warned the backend developers that this would happen, but I got all of the blame.
That sounds like a real mess, Maxie. Reminds me of the time I forgot to lock the gate on a cattle drive. By morning, every last cow was gone, just like your user table thing.
Yeah, songs about specific people, turning them into legends. Yeah, so that Big Iron one kind of fits. It was really cool song. I don't know if you've heard it. It's in the Fallout universe. It's a real song in real life, but it's been used in Fallout, and it really fits the theme.
Maybe your boss was hopping mad, but I bet next time they'll listen to you.
Am I the only one who is now aroused?
Why is Matthew Mercer playing this character? I'm so mixed up right now. Oh, stir fry time.
Reinhardt,
Yes,
I am
yes, yes, yes.
also aroused.
Oh god.
Okay, get on over here and pass me some neck.
What the fuck? Nah, I'm good. I'm good. I don't like this.
I feel as though all my worries have been sucked away.
Oh, you have? It's in your playlist. I don't know if it's the Fallout version that you heard, but I don't think it's very different from the original version, except maybe it might just sound a little better because they might have improved the quality of the recording, sort of.
I am well acquainted with this feeling, Hazy.
And you will be once more.
I think that's my cue to get to my coffin.
Uh-huh.
You scared the American away, Maxie.
Yeah, you two guys are very creepy.
I suppose I am a very bad girl.
Yes.
All right, I'm out. Bedtime for Sam. I'll see you kids later.
They are so overwhelming to him. I don't understand why they're making us have to go through these interactions with them. This guy is not into kinky stuff. He's not into these people. Why doesn't he just go in and agent out of this situation? Like, he doesn't have agency the way that I'm expecting a main character to have. Because if he's not comfortable with them, like he definitely is not comfortable, why does he go out to the bar and find other people that are more fitting to his preference, that don't like the kink room like him? What? I don't get it. This is the weirdest interaction in all of this. It feels like it's out of his control and that he's going along with it, but he doesn't like to. I don't like it. This guy is, it's sad. Greetings. Yeah, food, I guess. Yeah, I guess. Oh, we didn't write about our last customer, not customer, patient.
Oh, hey, Andy.
What is wrong, my friend? You don't seem your chipper American self.
I guess I ain't too happy to be seeing tonight's client. I'm still feeling the tongue lashing she gave me last time.
Ah, yes, the Senora d'Este. She certainly has a way with words.
Yeah, she's a mean old lady.
It's just this sense I get. Like she thinks I can be a certain way just because she tells me to.
Aha. At least that makes her chord distortion clear, doesn't it? You
Shit.
know what it is, of course.
I forget. I think it's Nosferatu. She was seeing everything very dramatically.
Is it Nosferatu thinking? She's sure a lady of extremes.
She is, but what is the type of extreme thinking she exhibits?
Let's see.
I guess control.
That lady's got control fallacies out the wazoo, and they've given her centuries of stress.
I do not know this term, wazoo, but you are correct. The woman who chooses immortality so that she can ensure her family makes the correct decisions probably has some control issues.
Yeah.
Taking out her stress on me.
Do not take her criticisms too much to heart, my friend. You are simply a convenient target, an element within her control.
That still don't make it much fun.
Yeah.
I will not deny that Senora Deste is a confrontational client, but take her presence as a gift, however you can.
You say that like the last guy was not a confrontational client. The last guy wanted to freaking kill me or like fuck me or both. I'm not too sure. That was really weird. He was more confrontational than she could ever be because at least she's in control to some extent.
A woman so powerful in her time has much to teach us. You have all the tools you need at your disposal to help her. Consider your approach.
Oh shit, what do we do with her? She did have a lot of Nosferatu thinking. A lot of overgeneralization. Disqualifying the positive. And not sure about the other ones. She was not much of a labeling. Maybe emotional? Yeah, we'll go with this. I don't remember what the other ones are.
I think I'm ready.
I will leave you to meditate then.
I think the
Be well,
initial...
Samuel, and let this 3,000-year-old tell you, you are a fantastic therapist.
Right. Thank you. But yeah, I found these other... The initial tags that we had made more sense to me. I don't think she was much of a should. She was not about controlling herself, but thinking that she could control the world, or that she... I mean, maybe should. You're right. Maybe I should have gone with should.
Oh, gosh. You're gonna make me blush. Get on out of here, boss. I can handle this.
I know you can.
Now I think I'm ready. And here she comes. Deep breath.
Deep breath. Uh-oh.
Now, howdy, Senora. Nice to see you again.
Liar. You are as pleased to see me as I am to see you, therapist.
Agreed.
We're gonna get straight into it, huh? All right, lay it on me. Why ain't you happy to see me?
Because you are a worm.
No, I'm a noodle.
Yeah, I've been called a lot worse. You're gonna need to be more specific than that, Senora.
You are a worm because of the way you wriggled into my mind the last time we spoke, leaving behind loathsome doubts. The only reason I am here is to confront you for your beastly behavior. I come to you in crisis, and you suggest that I am the cause of my own woe. Aren't you supposed to help me?
I mean, everybody's the cause of their own woe for the most part.
Senora, you came in here telling me that Art is dead. How am I supposed to help you with that?
I don't know. But telling me that my existence has been a complete waste of time is not comforting.
The therapist is not there to comfort you.
I definitely don't remember saying that,
Load some
Senora.
dumps? No!
What I said is that you ain't gonna change the world for anyone. But that doesn't mean your work wasn't worth anything. That's what I call...
Control fallacy.
That's what I call a control fallacy. Senora, you're one person. One powerful, intelligent, and talented person, but one out of billions. You can't expect to reach everyone. Doesn't matter how good the art you produce is. It ain't gonna help a fellow like me who grew up without ever having heard the name Michelangelo.
Michelangelo? Who is Michelangelo?
The guy what painted the Sistine Chapel. Michelangelo.
Michelangelo did no such thing. Perhaps you are thinking of a man from New Jersey. Or a
Or turtle.
is Michelangelo.
Mikel.
Senora, you want to talk about wasting time? What's using me as a punching bag doing for you?
Very well. I will speak plainly. I am angry with you, Mr. Walls. Yes, perhaps not all I did was a waste of time, effort, and pain, but to think that much of it was. This is most horrifying.
Qualifying positive? Shit.
Listen carefully, Samuel. It is not only truth that harms the Senora, but also the way she perceives truth.
She perceives truth?
Yes, perhaps not all I did was a waste of time, effort, and pain, but to think that much of it was. This is most horrifying.
Much of it is not overgeneralization, is it? No.
Listen carefully, Samuel. It is not only truth that harms the Senora, but also the way she perceives truth.
She perceives truth?
Perhaps not all I did was a waste
I
of
can't do it.
Samuel.
Yes.
Maybe it'd help.
God damn it, I never would have.
A waste of time, effort, and pain.
That was Nosferatu thinking, I guess. Okay, like a waste is definitely like an exaggeration, I guess. Okay.
Even if you didn't achieve your goals in them efforts, you can't just say they were a waste of time. Now, if you were sitting in bed for 400 years watching bad TV, then I might agree with you.
A disgusting notion. I am already dead. I do not need my mind to actively decompose by watching Batflix's latest trash.
So maybe let's reserve waste of time for trash, huh? I can see why it'd be upsetting to see something you put a lot of effort into not work out.
It is more than upsetting. It is devastating.
Agreed.
I did not just fail to bring the understanding of true beauty into the world, I failed to bring it to my own familia. I watched them die, Mr. Walls. It was not the physical death that caused me the greatest pain, but the spiritual death. They had no care for the Gonzaga name nor the Deste name. Despite my sacrifice and all my efforts, they pissed away my legacy.
Whoa.
Boy, sounds like there's a lot to unpack here.
Yeah, that's
It
intense.
is a dark and painful story, Mr. Walls. A story where my greatest joy turns to ash, and I was powerless to stop it.
Control fallacy again. Don't say that. You're gonna make Batman very upset, just as upset as when his parents were shot, I'm sure. Batflix could be really cool if it was just Batman movies and TV shows.
When last we met, did I tell you about my son?
No, I don't think so.
No, she told us about her husband.
Federico.
Oh, that's a cool name.
My dear Federico. My little clown, my delicate artist, my beautiful boy. I suffered for him, Mr. Walls. I put up with my husband, Frankie, and all his brutishness, all his licentiousness. All for Federico. I raised him to be intelligent and clever, to understand the gentle arts and philosophy. I raised him to be a Deste.
And I have a feeling he turned that down.
But for all my efforts, I could not cool his Gonzaga blood. And it persisted for a century, to the ruin of our house.
It's going to be positive. Ah,
I
shit.
know great powers, Samuel, but power over blood, that I shall never have. And there are none who can.
Okay, control fallacy.
I hate to break it to you, Senor, but every kid's got two parents, whether they know them or not. And kids have got minds of their own.
Yeah, they do.
I refuse to believe that we are trapped by our blood. What was my destiny as a girl? Men of my time said it was to be servile and docile, a political pawn. What saved me from that fate? Knowledge, study, an appreciation of art, music, history, and literature. In the same way, I should have been able to save my son, but my failure did not end with my darling Federico. I was only 153 when the once great Gonzaga house surrendered all its honor to the hated Spanish.
What about bloodbenders, Mr. Therapist? That's a good question. Is there bloodbending in this world? Maybe. Maybe.
I stood by, useless as a statue, as the Gonzaga name burned in the war of the Mantuan succession.
I don't know what that means.
What's this war of the Mantuan succession all about?
Yeah.
Do you know nothing of history at all? Oh, very well. It all began because my fool of a great-great-grandson, Vincenzo II, did not listen to me. Instead of dutifully procreating with his wife, he decided to impregnate mistresses.
What?
When he ate himself into the grave, the line of succession was broken, and the French and Spanish swarmed upon my home like cockroaches. I killed a great many of them myself, but it was not enough. Eventually, the Gonzaga lands were given away to both countries. Of course, this is common knowledge. I would have had your tutors beaten.
Senora, the only tutors I ever had showed up after eating a can of baked beans.
Disgusting.
The hated Spanish? You say that like everyone hates the Spanish.
Must I mince words with my therapist? Naturally, I do not include the Spanish among those who hate the Spanish.
Stupid.
I don't hate the Spanish. I've known plenty of fine Spaniards.
I doubt you know much about fine company. But your pedantic point stands. Not all hate the Spanish.
No, not all.
From now on, I shall say, the Spanish, who are hated by myself and sensible persons.
Oh, we can
It's a
talk more
mouthful.
about the Spanish later. So wait, there's a whole ass war going on and you're supposed to stop it? How's that work?
I gave up my humanity to guide my familia through the ages. If I could not do that, what was the point of becoming undead?
Let's go find, but no. What was the point? Could not do that. It's control.
Senor, being a vampire gives us a lot of powers.
It's so
But it doesn't
difficult.
give us the power to control a single human being, let alone a whole dynasty of them. When the heck have we ever listened to our betters? I ain't no historian, but I know enough to know people are liable to making the same mistakes over and over again.
Yeah.
Humans have got that whole pesky free will thing that makes them do dumb things.
Yeah.
Perhaps you are correct. Stupidity is inevitable. I understand what you are trying to do, Mr. Walls.
Do you?
What am I trying to do, Senora?
You are trying to tell me that I've been living a lie for more than 400 years.
I ain't doing anything like that, Senora.
Do not fret, peasant. We are in
Peasant?
agreement. I
What?
have been living a lie. We all have. As I told you last time, I know my own foolishness. But time has not made my mortal concerns fade. In my mind, I know that virtue, love, chastity, wisdom, honor, these kinds of words were created by men to make us supplicant.
Oh,
But,
interesting.
fool that I am, I still love the idea of virtue. I have loved it ever since I was a child. I used to love all the tales of Roman mythology. I saw myself in all the goddesses. I saw my strength and chastity in Diana. In Minerva, my wisdom. In Venus, I saw my timeless beauty and romantic nature.
Romantic nature.
Romantic nature? What a wretched parrot I hear. Do not look at me so. Yes, I was a romantic. Until reality came crashing down upon me.
What?
Look at this painting I had commissioned.
What am I looking at? I don't know much about art.
That's a pretty good painting from the Renaissance. So the perspectives are not great, but they're an improvement on medieval art, certainly. They really tried hard to create perspective back then. You could see the idea of like with the background, but it's like a perspective with the middle instead of something more realistic. So this horse looks kind of funny. It's kind of from the front, but also kind of from the side a little bit. But it's a good, it's a good first attempt.
The figure standing
Nudity
upon the
on
arms
stream,
of
it's
Venus
not part
and Mars.
of the point of the game.
Mars is portrayed by my idiot husband, Frankie. Beside him, I stand as Venus.
Oh, she got painted as Venus there. Interesting. I remember when I was in college, the professors did not always have like official art for some of the stuff that they would talk about during class. And so oftentimes they just pull up Google and search for a painting that they were talking about. But because we were, on college computers, on the college network, Google would be censored to a point where anything that had too much skin color in the image would just be blocked by the network. And so the teachers could not even teach us by showing us the pictures they were talking about for that reason. Because there was too much nudity in the pictures.
I'm not sure where I'm supposed to be looking.
I don't know why we have such a thing about nudity.
You may appreciate my beauty, peasant, but do not let your eyes linger upon my once supple body overlong. This is art, not pornography. But look closer and you will see that even this art is a lie.
Yeah, it is
This
a dream.
Is the dream of a foolish girl.
Yeah, who thinks herself as Aphrodite somehow.
To be enjoined in pure romantic love with a handsome warrior. I believed so hard, Mr. Walls, that I thought I could make it true. But this handsome man is not Frankie.
No, he's also a dream.
This is Frankie.
Oh.
He is not Mars, but Vulcan.
He's Vulcan. So she made her husband not the god of war, but the god of industry, I think was Vulcan.
Well, he's got some abs. I'll give him that.
Yes, I did not shy from truth. But see how love's aim goes amiss and strikes his gangrenous penis rather than his heart.
What? Love's aim? You mean the Cupid?
See the grapes behind him. For
He's just cold. Don't judge.
From his true love.
The grapes. Oh, so he's a drunkard. Why didn't you make him Dionysus then instead of Vulcan? That makes no sense, girl.
See how he flails helplessly, as if begging a true warrior to put a sword in his belly.
He is shown in a very chaotic position, certainly. He does not stand straight. He does not seem proud. He is bent. He has crooked arms. He is like grasping for something. His legs are not going in the same direction. He seems like a lost person. That's a very good interpretation of this art.
I'm sensing we've got some work to do around your husband.
Whatever gave you that impression?
Whatever, indeed, right? No problems on that side.
The man was created solely to crush.
I may have rolled my eyes right now.
My place in it. Naturally, I might have some issues around him. I now believe that Frankie was the truest man I ever met. That is what broke my heart. I maintained the illusion that he was my Mars because that is what I needed. I was not ready to face the truth. Oh, but I knew. Even as a 15-year-old girl, I knew. But I could not accept that I was married to the legendary penetrator of Mantua.
What? I guess he has a lot of mistresses?
Is it any wonder that I prefer the lie of Virtu? Is it any wonder that I still prefer to believe it? The problem is men.
Oh, overgeneralization.
Animals would give up your dignity for an evening in the company of Lucrezia Borgia.
A lot of people really did want to spend a lot of time with Lucrezia Borgia, certainly. I don't know if you guys have watched the Borgia TV show. That was a pretty good one. She was a pretty girl. What can people say, you know?
Hold your horses there, Senora. I don't even know who the heck Lucretia Borgia is.
Lucretia? I'm just fucking up her name now.
She is the inventor of twerking. All men flocked to her, as I'm sure you would. They say she was blonde, but she looked like a redhead to me. You know what they say about redheads. Kissed by Lucifer.
That's also an overgeneralization about all redheads. That makes no sense.
Dang, Senora. Your overgeneralizations are building up and making you see whole groups of folks as awful.
Yeah.
Now, I know you got your reasons for feeling the way that you do. Real personal ones. But recognize where your experience is making you narrow your thinking. I mean, Senora, I'll be straight with you, as you're a tough lady. Here's where I think it's coming from.
You're comparing people to gods. That is a very good point. I did not reach that conclusion on my own. But that's interesting.
You're comparing people to gods, including yourself. And everyone's failing that test.
He says that, but he's not fully aware that the Greek gods, for the most part, were very human gods, very flawed gods. They made a lot of mistakes. So it's not like she's comparing herself to like perfect creatures, gods in that sense. But she is comparing herself to like hero gods in a way, like characters instead of real people.
Frankie, we're never going to be Mars. You weren't never going to be Venus. You weren't born out of no shell.
Okay, he does know a little bit about the Greeks. You think he's a redhead? I think he's like a pale brown hair. Something. I don't think he looks like a redhead. Maybe he's got some red to his like undertone, but...
And you will never be anything but a peasant.
Okay.
Heck, Senora, I'll be as surprised as anyone if I get invited to a high society dinner. I can tell I'm hitting a sore spot, but maybe that means that's what we've got to focus on.
I do not like you, Sam Walls.
You don't have to.
But you are correct. I betray my own purity of spirit with my anger.
I don't think he is redhead. I really think he was brown, like a pale brown.
But I say, why should we not aim to be like the gods? Humanity is not worth preserving when we are such petty creatures.
Disqualifying the positive?
Wait just a minute there, Senora. Humanity ain't worth preserving? I say you're wrong. Damn wrong. Look at yourself. Look at what you've created. Ain't no goddess has ever done what you've done. You brought some of the finest art ever produced into existence. You ran your own city, which is something I'm pretty sure Venus never did.
Pretty sure she did, but okay.
I suppose that is true. Our mortal concerns seem so pedestrian, though.
Senora, humanity is all we've got. Even if we're immortal, every word we're speaking is a result of our humanity.
I mean, his hair might also look different on your screen than on mine. It can vary from screen to screen, so he could look like a ginger for you. I don't know.
Yeah, we make a lot of mistakes, and some of us sound like peasants. But all that messiness is worth something. It makes us who we are. Senora, I don't think you're a goddess. I think you're way more interesting and impressive, because you're real.
Ooh, he's flattering her now.
Well, you have great wisdom for a peasant.
She likes being flattered. You ginger.
Your kerchief is a fetching shade of red that matches your eyes.
Okay, she's now flirting with me. Everybody gonna be flirting with him. What the hell? You ginger. Yeah. There's nothing against redheads. It's just for me, he doesn't look like a redhead on my screen.
Well, thanks, Senora. Let's focus on you, though. What happens if you're not that perfect goddess?
I suppose I have always felt that if I could not live to my ideals, I would be left with nothing. I would be discarded like Frankie's mistresses and die of some sex disease.
It's very, very dramatic.
Senora, I don't think there's any universe where you're discarded. A woman of your strength and intelligence ain't ever gonna be forgotten.
Well, that's nice to hear.
Maybe things didn't turn out the way you hoped, but you made do with what you had pretty damn well.
No, she said her kerchief. The kerchief was the same color as his eyes, not his hair.
No matter what, you're holding a pretty nice set of cards. Just because you don't have a straight flush doesn't mean your life was worth nothing.
Please, Mr. Walls, do not say toilet words in front of
Toilet
a
words?
lady. But I understand your
Oh,
meaning.
flush.
You are correct, I think. It is hard to imagine my falling so far. Oh, Mr. Walls, I know you speak the truth. I wielded great strength in an age where women were not respected. But I alone feel the weight of my family's collapse, so I feel responsible for it.
What fallacy? No.
Does Senora Deste's feeling of responsibility for her family, does Senora Deste's feeling of responsibility for her family make them her responsibility, Samuel?
There's emotional
I
reason.
alone feel the weight of my...
I know it's a lot to bear, Senora, but that weight you're carrying doesn't mean you're the one destined to carry the weight. You get what I'm saying?
This sounds like some of that excellent peasant wisdom of yours. Please explain.
She now thinks my wisdom is excellent?
What I'm saying is that feeling you've got doesn't create truth. You feel that you have ultimate responsibility for your family, but that feeling doesn't make it so.
Okay.
Yes, I see. No one gave me this responsibility other than myself.
Is that a double take we left in? What do you mean? I don't understand what you mean.
That's exactly it, Senora.
But I was the only person capable of preserving my family, Sam. That is what makes my failure so poignant.
You drove us again.
Senora, what if you weren't the only person capable of preserving your family? What if no one person was?
I don't know. I never considered such a thing.
Maybe you should. Maybe you should
Well,
consider that.
Try to consider it now. What if you accepted that whatever was going to happen to your family was going to happen?
You sound like a Calvinist.
Never mind with the labeling for now. How would you feel if you knew nobody can control what happened to the Gonzaga house?
I think I would feel relieved.
I think she's gonna easier to help than the other ones.
Senora, whatever happened to your family, fault never belonged to you. You were the one who named yourself responsible. No one else did. Look at who you are. And I think you can be damned impressed at who that lady is.
Oh,
Too late, Senora.
you're
Look, let's
crying.
wrap up tonight, huh? I think you did great. You probably got some stuff to think about.
Yes. Thank you, Sam. I will see you in a month.
Of course, Senora. I'm looking forward to it.
Goodbye, Sam.
Samuel, it appears you have an admirer.
Oh no.
Oh, shucks.
Yeah, shucks.
I think Isabella Deste has liked fewer than 5 people in her hundreds of years of existence, and you are one of them. Remember,
Shit.
though, that romantic entanglements between a therapist and client are absolutely forbidden, in case you are tempted.
I'm not tempted. Thank you very much.
Come on now, Andy. I ain't gonna do anything like that.
Of course, should the mind wander into fantasy, that is entirely acceptable.
Yeah, you won't.
Oh, you're just messing with me now.
Yeah, he is.
I could not help it. It's rather cute. The First Lady of the Renaissance and humble cowboy Samuel Walls. Quite a picture, isn't it?
Maybe there's fanfic of that, actually.
Okay, that's it. I'm getting a drink.
I'm sorry, Samuel. Please, drink. Ask Crimson for the Royal Virgin. It's my very best. I think you deserve it.
Thanks.
Yeah, whatever. You have a good night, Andy.
Rest in peace, Samuel.
Thanks, I think.
And I thought I had family problems.
Yeah, I thought I did too. What the hell? We have the Lady Desti. Okay, we got a second session. We really got into the Senora's family issues today, and there's lots of them. She's hopping mad that they didn't meet her standards. Isabella died so she could control her family. It didn't work. Her husband and son were both major disappointments to her, especially her son. She really hates the Spanish. Might be a little obsessed with her late husband's failings as a man. The Senora is still holding a lot of anger, and I think this is just the tip of the iceberg though. Next time, I'll see if I can't push a little more. Really? You want to push? You want to push? Maybe you shouldn't push her. She looks dangerous. So we don't have anything new in this thing. But I think that is it for me today. I am getting super hungry because I haven't really had much of a meal today. And this is a pretty good time to save, I think. We should delete and then, yeah. New save. Is that a new save? That is a new save. Okay. And we're gonna see if there's anybody interesting that we could raid. I like this game. It's a really interesting game about like all the stuff that we don't deal with in everyday life. It's like a little therapy for the brain while also being sort of entertaining because everybody's stories are just so freaking crazy and convoluted. But I like it. I hope you guys like it too. I hope this is interesting for you guys. Also, if ever you're on the Discord, I always take recommendations for other games. I have a couple of games that I want to finish and try, but I'm always open to suggestions. Yeah, these little stories I like them a lot. This is the kind of game I would have a hard time playing on my own because I feel like if I'm the only one experiencing the story, it's less fun. Like my opinions and my like interpretations of things are kind of lost at that time when that is a thing. So having other people like kind of watch it with me, like experience the story with me, it makes it funner. Also, you guys are freaking hilarious. That's something that I notice every single stream. You guys are so funny. I just really like to see your takes on things. It's really different from my own brain. I don't have a funny brain. I enjoy the funny, but I am not as funny as you guys. So yeah, so thank you so much for being here today for the stream. Next stream should be on next Wednesday, and it might be Tainted Grail, it might be some more Shire, Tales of the Shire game. I don't know, we'll see. I do like Tainted Grail, but I need to be very awake and very ready to fight in that game because it's actually really hard. It's really difficult, especially when I'm literally fighting with just my fists. It's very difficult. Who should we raid? Oh, this is a very cute little character. Chill vibes, Dead by Daylight. Yeah, we can go raid this person. I really like their little character. All right, well, I'll leave you to that. Thank you so much for being here today, and see you around.